Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey.
And it's your man, Goose Thomas. What it is, people.
We got Mr. Bill Block and Logan in the building.
Yeah.
Mr. Steven Sr. is still with us, guys.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys chiming in and Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. We are here to give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. Wow. I'm not even looking at my cue card or nothing, and I ain't been here in a week and some change, man.
Welcome to hell back.
Dre's back.
Yeah.
Dre's
By the way.
I appreciate it, man.
Yes, indeed.
You know, sometimes you need to
Need a vacation.
You need a little vacation, some time to clear your mind, clear your thought, and try to put things in perspective and come back here and refreshed and start with a new plan, man.
What your boy Jeezy say? I need a vacation.
Man, it is so needed, man. If you have not taken a vacation, I'm gonna need you to go take one now. Please. Just go take a vacation, man.
I got the Dominican Republic lined up in May, man.
Yeah.
I'll be out there for a week and a half, bro.
A week and a half.
Yes,
See?
sir.
Now that's dope.
Nice.
We went
Yeah,
to the Bahamas,
Beautiful thing.
Kosovo. We went to Belize.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Roatan.
That's where I need to go. I need to go.
You know, and then I was in Miami for about 3 or 4 days, man.
Wow.
You know, and that's my spot, man. You know.
I got Chicago in February. I got to be crazy.
Okay.
NBA All-Star Weekend.
Oh, really?
Okay, well, that's
Wear your vest, and I'm not talking about the Marty McFly vest that I have on. I'm talking about the actual, real Kevlar.
Kevlar. Yes, Kevlar.
Wear that joint,
Goodness.
because boy, it
I got
is
an extra one in
Chirac.
the trunk.
Chirac.
It is Chirac,
I got two, so I got an extra one.
I'm going to need that extra material
No
on
doubt.
it, too.
And I heard a couple of people lost their lives this week in Chicago because Golden State Warriors beat the doggone Chicago Bulls by 2.
Don't say that out
Please.
loud.
Lord.
To CJ.
Can we please stop calling Levine elite now?
He's a really good player.
He's a really
That's
good
right.
player.
He's right.
He's
Elite.
He's definitely improved his game.
Yes.
Yeah.
He kind of made me eat my words because I never felt that he would take that next step.
Yeah.
I just thought he was just a real athletic dude that can make shots sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
he's
dunk,
actually
and jump.
he's actually improved
Yeah.
his game.
Yeah.
He actually has.
Yeah. He
and
just
turned
want to
into a
shoot
solid
jump
player.
shots now, though.
Look,
Yeah.
guys, we appreciate you listening to the show. Why don't you take a second and share this? Share the feed, man.
Yes, sir.
Like really,
I'm done.
really.
Sure,
Take
buddy.
a second to share it. It takes literally 10 seconds to share the actual Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk page, man. Please do it. Please
else
do
you
it.
doing?
Shout out to Mika Bolden.
Yeah.
Shout
What
out
else are you
Dominique
doing?
Green chiming in.
LTBB
Early.
in the building, man. Follow Let the Ball Bounce on IG, man. We on the
Sure.
gram. So it ain't just IG models on the gram. Let the Ball Bouncers on the gram, too.
On the gram.
And we have not gotten
Gram.
any DMs from any models
None.
on the Let the Ball Bounce Instagram. And it's all good, man, because we're not there for them, but we're there for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
You can DM us.
Yeah.
You can.
If you want to get your business or your some type of sponsorship you want to put on the show, man, DM us and we'll talk about that. Because if it ain't making dollars, it ain't making sense. And like I'm not gonna just be having a conversation with a 15-piece in my DM if it ain't nothing in for it as far as money goes. And
Money.
and I'm not.
It ain't that dollars.
Right. I mean, if you're not because at the end of the day, at 43, if you're not donating to the Let the Ball Bounce or the Drake Bailey cause, I don't want to hear from it.
Well,
In
in that case, you can DM me. I'll have those conversations with you just
Okay.
for a little bit.
Okay.
Do y'all hear that beat in the background?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
James Todd.
James
What?
Todd,
The
What?
uncle.
the uncle. He said he's the GOAT.
Young Unc.
Well, he got an album called Goat.
Yeah, but he say he's the
I'm
GOAT.
not
I mean,
certain
could he
about this.
technically be the GOAT?
He's my top.
Technically.
He's in my top 5.
He's one of them.
He's
He's
one of the
multiple
best.
goats.
He's one of the best.
Multiple goats
Yeah, he's
in
one of the
rap
best.
Depends
music.
on your style, but he's in my top 5.
He's definitely one of the best.
Multiple goats in hip hop, man.
Yeah.
Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio on Twitter, and that's with 1T. Look, I'm looking at Bill the whole time. I'm waiting for him to say it. I actually
Bill, get in on it, bro. All you gotta do is say it, bro.
My time is when one of you guys.
Bro,
are
all
here.
you gotta do is say it, bro.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Okay.
It's okay,
Just
brother.
say it.
Hey, look, I love the studio. It's under construction, but it looks really well. It looks like it has room for growth. It's in a spot that I definitely have to use my concealed weapons to get to. But with that being said, man, it's dope, and it looks like you could put up a poll or two for that other late night Gorilla Cross sports show.
Hey,
I mean, it could be turned into something really spectacular here at night.
Speakeasy.
Deflate gates 2.0.
Look, man, we got a lot of sports to talk to you guys about, man. I'm serious, man. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be here with
I'm finna go
my
through this
family.
with you today, man.
Look,
It's just not gonna happen.
I'm glad
Thanks.
I'm here with the family. I'm glad that you guys had a great and safe Thanksgiving.
Word.
Right now is definitely the time of year that I love because it just seems like it's just more love put out in the universe, man. And so we got Christmas coming up, man. We got Christmas gifts. I got something real nice for y'all this year, man. And we got a lot of nice things for the listeners out there too. So we appreciate everybody chiming in, man, and giving us a little bit of your time.
This beat just makes you do this right here.
Yeah, as it should. What y'all want to start out with? Look, we'll start out with some college football right now, man. Right now, we have a couple of games slated, but we can kind of go back a little bit and talk about this Utah game.
Wow.
The debacle that we saw the Utes the other night.
Trick off.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
Trick off.
Look, Rick Majerus. Rick Majerus is turning over in his grave.
No, Rick Majerus ain't got nothing to do with that, man.
No.
Come on, Dre, man.
I miss Rick.
I miss
Rick too, man. Come on,
Rick used to
man.
be at Compton College all the time recruiting, and a lot of people didn't know that when I was at Long Beach. He
Got a
used
lot
to
of Cali boys.
Yeah.
Put a couple of, put one in particular in the NBA.
I think they could have won. I think they
Dre?
could have did one for the late Rick Majerus. Come on, could have played a little bit better than that.
Who was that? Andre? Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Miller.
Dre Miller.
Dre in the record books too. in the NBA.
Absolutely.
Dre in the record
Yeah,
books.
Miss Rick
too, man.
Majerus.
I love Dre.
Rick Majerus was my guy.
Yeah, I love Rick Majerus.
Like that was a coach that I was like, you know what? It's Utah. I don't really like a lot of Utah teams,
Sure.
but Rick Majerus.
Majerus was
Good.
dude, man.
So look, we got a phone caller right
Great
before we
coach.
get into it, man. We're gonna talk about these Utes and some college football. But right now we had a caller. Caller. What's your name? What's your question?
Hey, how you guys doing? David Little from Kansas City, Missouri.
David Little in the
What's
building.
good, brother?
Little David.
Hey.
What up?
What's
Yeah,
going
you
on
guys
with you
doing?
this Saturday, man?
Hey, man, just watching Georgia LSU right now.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
You know,
LSU
Right on
was up
time.
14-0 last last check. Yeah,
yeah, 14-3.
14-3 now.
14-3.
Gotcha. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, anyway, Dre, good to see you back.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. You know, I got to talk about my Knicks.
Oh, Lord.
Oh.
Yikes.
Hope you got some coffee with you.
I'm glad you brought it up.
That's so
Because
sad.
when we would have brought it up, it wouldn't have been a good look starting out. So I'm glad you, as a fan, Dave Little, can bring up the Knicks situation in a good light. Because if we had have brought it up, wouldn't nothing been good about it. We'd have been playing funeral music and some more stuff.
Well,
Wow.
you know, me and my brother, I just got the phone with my brother up in Jersey, man, and we diehard Knicks fans, man.
Yeah.
Like you always say, the Knicks got that Ewing curse on them, man. You know what I mean? And they ain't been right since, man.
Sure.
But anyway, I think it's like I told him. I think it starts with Dolan. You know what I mean?
Of course. Of course.
He's really a bad owner.
It's horrible.
You know what I mean? He don't know. I mean, he's bad. He really is,
It's
man.
horrible.
He put people in charge that don't know what they're doing, man. And Mills been there too long. You know what I mean? So it's a. I hate to see what happened to Fizdale.
Right.
Best
I
thing
think
for him.
Fizdale's a good guy. You know, me and Les kind of chatted about that. You know, I know he's from L.A. and everything, but
Right.
I think he probably should have took a smaller market instead of going to New York.
Interesting.
Well, he was in one. He was in Memphis.
He was in Memphis.
And they let him go.
They-
He was
Yeah.
in Memphis,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
my understanding is he could have went to Atlanta, Phoenix,
Phoenix. Yep.
Charlotte,
Yep.
but he wanted to go to New York.
Man,
Sure.
Yeah. Get that bread.
I mean-
So, David, can I ask you a question?
What's that? Go ahead.
So you're saying by the Ewing curse, are you saying the Knicks are being repaid for the draft fix in drafting Pat Ewing, the lottery fix?
Ooh.
Not only that, I think mostly I'm thinking about when they didn't let him retire there.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting too.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
You know,
Okay.
when they let him go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, that was kind
Yeah.
of a slap in the face.
Yeah,
Sure.
You know, why
sure.
you do that to this guy?
Yeah,
I agree.
That's good. Yeah, right on.
I agree.
You know,
with that.
besides all the draft and everything, you know, why you do this to this man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let him go to Seattle. and-
So-
But they did let him
And,
come back and retire. They did have a Patrick Ewing night though.
yeah,
still, though.
but just
It's not
like
the same.
Yeah, that's true. But
Yeah.
you know, they should have just let him stay for them last couple of years,
some
man. Come on,
some
man.
players you look at as lifers,
Yeah.
and Patrick
Yeah.
Ewing is a
Nick
lifer.
lifer.
He's a Nick lifer.
Yeah.
So I
Right,
see
right.
where he's coming from with that.
Yeah.
I see where he's
I
coming.
think
Yeah.
they're still a little
So-
bitter for the blown layup that he had in that. Yikes!
The Pacer
bruh,
series.
bruh.
Mr. Finger Roll
Hey,
at
let
the
me tell you
buzzer.
something. When that game was
7
being
footer
played,
finger rolling.
I was stationed in Guam, man. I had to get up at 10 o'clock in the morning to watch that game, bro.
Wow.
And these guys, these young brothers, was in the lounge, man. They said, "Chief, you a Knicks fan?" I said, "Yeah, what about it? Y'all getting ready to get beat. Don't y'all got some work to do? Get out here and leave me alone."
So y'all can't talk to the Master Chief like that. Get out of here, nigga. Ain't none of y'all watch the game.
Right. Go to work.
That's funny.
Only one in the lounge watching this game right
That's
now.
funny.
Everybody get topside. Y'all get
Go
out
to
of here.
work.
Yeah, when he,
Y'all ain't on break.
but yeah,
Go
when
to
he
work.
missed that, man. It hurt my feelings, man.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Matter of fact, me and like I said, me and my man, my New York Giants brother Les, man, we was texting back and forth about the Knicks, and here I am telling my age again. He said, "Well," I said, "Look, man, I remember the '69 and '73 championship. We beat the Lake Show."
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
You
Phil
know,
Jackson.
yeah, that happened.
Phil
Phil Jackson was on that team.
Phil Jackson definitely was on that team.
yeah, Wild Man Phil.
Wild Man Phil.
So,
Idaho's
but
finest.
it's
Or South
It's
Dakota,
going to be
wherever
a
you
mess
from.
up there, man.
Well-
whatever
There you
coach
go.
they get, they got a lot to clean up, man. You know what I mean? And the big thing, Dolan need to stay away, man. You know what I mean? They
Good
did
luck with
Carmelo Anthony wrong by putting his name out there like they did. They did a lot of crazy stuff.
Look,
Yeah.
And you know what? I would have and I know this is gonna hurt, and it may not hurt, when I say it, but he's probably a worse owner involved wise without having any type of it seems like no basketball knowledge. We used to think
None at all, man.
we used to think that Al Davis was bad. We talk about Jerry Jones, but this guy right here, he absolutely does not even know the sport of which he owns.
don't
He's
care.
horrible.
He don't care.
He's horrible.
You know,
don't care.
It's horrible.
I told my brother the same thing today, basically something like that, a few minutes ago. I said, he reminds me of 45.
Ah,
You know how to make the money, but you don't know how to run nothing.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they love making the money more than trying to figure it out. In contrast,
right.
In contrast,
Yeah.
Mark Cuban knew nothing about owning an NBA franchise, but he learned.
And he put people in. But
He
see, the
learned.
thing is with Mark Cuban, though,
Say
he
it.
put people in place
Yes.
to
Yeah.
help him.
And stayed out of their way.
And stay out of their way.
Soon
bro.
became one of the greatest franchises to play for.
And look, the thing is staying on Mark Cuban, like he's like you said, he's the businessman. So he has everything around to make his players comfortable.
Yeah.
Right? That's his
Right,
that's his
right.
deal. That's what he's taking onus of as an owner. to make everybody feel comfortable. Everybody else, y'all run the team. Y'all run basketball operations. I don't know nothing about that.
Right.
But y'all do that.
Right.
I'll do this over here, though.
Yeah.
Let me have this.
Let me keep
y'all
signing
run
checks.
y'all run the
And
team.
Yeah, that's
And another
smart.
thing I like about Cuban, he backs his players up, man.
Sure
he
he
doesn't
does.
go for the back.
Sure he does.
Man. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, like how I know Jackson was a good coach, what he did in Chicago, L.A., whatever. But he really put Carmelo out there on Front Street, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can't do that.
And then
Overrated.
Dolan or Mill did not come to his brother's defense, man.
Overrated.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Cuban wouldn't have did that. You putting the whiskey like that.
No.
Come
Negative.
on now.
No,
Absolutely not.
negative.
Absolutely
Negative.
I mean, so
You know.
as far as we know, James Dolan of the owner that he is, what can be done?
Step down.
He's trying to
Step
get,
down.
Because he's not going to sell the
He's
team.
not
gonna
he's not
sell.
step down.
He's
And
not
Vick-
gonna
He's not.
sell.
He's not going to bring in the basketball people that he should to come in and run the
No.
organization. But,
No.
so
You know,
Dan Snyder's the same
he's
way.
trying to.
you know,
What I've been reading on all these little sports websites I belong to, man, he's trying to get Ujiri out of Toronto.
Good luck with that.
He, if not, he wants to try to get Presti out of Oklahoma,
He's-
Oh, boy.
Both of those guys are smarter than that.
They're smarter than that.
or
dog.
I don't know who you can bring in there to do that, man. You know what I mean? Then you talk about coaches. I don't know. You know, everybody put Mark Jackson up there.
Man, it does
I
not
told my
matter
brother-
It don't
what
matter.
coach they bring in.
Y'all-
He is
Yeah,
still
it
the head
doesn't.
of any operation that's going on
Y'all
over there.
better not send Mark Jackson to that
You know-
hellhole.
You know, so I told my brother, I said, because, he's big on Mark Jackson. I said, it don't matter, John. I said, if Dolan puts his foot in there and
Yep.
starts getting in the mix,
Yep.
we're going to be right back in the same
Yeah.
spot. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Down comes the wall.
He can
Period.
bring in Benny Hinn, and that won't help.
Boy, I thought you was going to
That's
say
right.
Benny Hill. I was like, Lord help us.
He can bring in Benny Hinn, and that won't help.
Man.
David,
All
man,
bad, man.
we appreciate the
Appreciate
phone
you
call,
guys.
man. And
Big time, bro.
let me ask you a question before you get out of here, man.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Or actually, let me make one statement and I'm gonna ask you a question. If I was Dolan, what I would do is I would put all my chips into creating a NBA championship team in the Knicks and trying to win that title and actually winning that title and cash out as soon as that happens. Double your money and be out.
The Knicks are the third richest franchise in American sports.
And
bro.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like he could really cash out if they won an NBA
We're
championship.
talking close to a little over $4
Yeah,
billion.
no doubt.
though.
No doubt.
But that's everything
no doubt.
involved, too.
Yeah,
No doubt.
he
That's
must.
the Yes Network as well.
Yeah,
But still.
and he must not love money that much because not wanting to double your money by bringing New York back to the mecca of how it should be. Come on, man.
Yeah, some kind of prominence. Yeah, some kind of prominence. Right.
Right.
He would have to relinquish the ownership for good players to start coming there.
Yeah.
That's just my
It's the
opinion.
only way
Yeah,
it's gonna
because ain't
happen.
nobody else gonna
he would
come.
I
have to
think
do
that's
that.
the consensus.
He'd have to relinquish.
That's the
Yeah,
consensus,
it
bro.
is.
That ain't,
He'd have to
that
sell
ain't
the
just your
team.
You know,
opinion. I think
'cause,
that's
Yeah.
broad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you guys got to go. I don't want to hold up the show, but I'll be out there next month. But I don't know if I'll be able to see you guys because of my bowling schedule.
Sure. We'll try to get a hold of you, though, man.
The
for
bowling
sure.
circuit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'll
There's
be
a
at
bowling.
South Point
Nice.
bowling, man.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this.
Yeah, I'll be at South Point.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna leave you with this one, man. One question: Do you really like Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show? Just be 100 right now, candid. I
Yeah,
need your answer right now.
yeah.
I need you to go tell.
Yes, sir.
I need you. This is not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a triangle scheme. I need you to go and at least tell 5 people that how much you like Let the Ball Bounce, man. Let them know to watch us.
Just like
That's
those in
it.
church.
No
Tell
bad.
5
Yeah.
people.
As a matter of fact, I already sent you information out to several guys I know in the military that's
what's
very
up,
pro
man.
sports, man. They
That's
into
what's
it, man.
That's
Okay.
love right
So
there. That's love.
I can remind them again, you know what I mean? Because one guy, I'll let you guys go. When we was in Memphis, he called himself, he's a big Arkansas Razorback fan. He's a big dude. He called himself Hoghead.
Okay.
He used to get on their sports network, and I think they wanted to probably shoot this brother, man, because he was on him hard. So, but he knows the sports like you guys.
Sure.
Man, so I'm trying to get him involved in it too.
That's what's
Well,
up,
get him
man.
involved,
Love,
man. We
bro.
need more hog
Appreciate
heads.
that.
Yeah.
Big time, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Little.
Yeah,
man.
but anyway, you
KC
guys
Mo.
go ahead, man, and guys enjoy yourselves. And I love your show, man. I really do, man. You guys
Appreciate
are very
you, brother.
knowledgeable, man. And Hopefully I get a chance to holler at you guys when I come out there here in a few weeks.
All right.
Word to the mother.
David Little in the building, man. Thanks for calling all the way from New York, man. Letting us know how much you appreciate Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio,
there,
man.
bro.
Follow Let the Ball Bounce on every social media possible, even on Facebook. That's that Benny Hill joint. If you used to watch Benny Hill, you
man,
managed.
raise your hand. Goodness, I watch Benny Hinn, man. I watch Benny Hinn every Sunday night, man.
You used to watch Benny
man.
Hill, you are managed kid.
Man. Goodness.
Stop being managed. Look, follow Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook, man, where we got the hottest sports talk group on Facebook, man. And also follow Let the Ball Bounce on Gorilla Cross Radio, man. You'll be able to see us and listen to us all at the same time, man. We appreciate you guys' support, and we appreciate everybody that's chiming in on the live, man. Right now, the score is 14-0 in this. Is it 3?
They scored. Yeah, they kicked the field.
No, 17.
17-3.
17-3. 17-3 LSU over Georgia right now. Georgia's going to lose this game. I mean, do we not? Do we all know? Am I the only one that thinks they're going to lose?
No, you're not. And real quick before we get into it, Lane Kiffin is now the head coach for the University of Mississippi.
Good for him.
I'm like,
Good for
that.
him.
Okay, maybe he can kind of bring them back because they've been down a little bit. But
Good for
Lane
him.
Kiffin. Lane Kiffin takes over.
Well, he got a championship under his belt, right? He got the one they just played today, right? Coastal Conference Championship they played today.
No, they are in the
Conference. They're not Conference USA. They're something like that.
Conference
American
USA?
Conference. Is it American?
American is Memphis and
Okay.
Cincinnati. They're playing right
They
now.
won. I know they won today.
Yeah. So yeah, he has some winning under his belt. Lane
A lot of people wanted Lane Kiffin in FSU.
Yeah. He took his name out. He threw his name in. Then like 2 days.
He didn't want
two
the
days
pressure,
later,
bros.
Yeah.
2 days later, he took his name out.
I think he didn't want that pressure.
Bro.
You take that FSU job,
Bro,
there's going to
that's
be
pressure.
a huge amount of
That's
pressure on you.
That's pressure.
Yeah.
Coaching in Doak Campbell
Ask
every other
Willie.
week is pressure, bro.
Well, some said
Who
it
only
was
had
some
a year
academic.
and a half a year to get his own recruits in
Ask
there.
Willie.
It's ridiculous.
Ask Willie.
Ask Willie. Hashtag Ask Willie.
Hashtag
Willie.
Ask Willie.
Willie. Hey Willie.
Well, he got paid. He got his 21
Sure
million.
enough.
Yeah, he got it.
So Willie ain't mad.
Oh no.
Not at
I
all.
wouldn't be.
Oh no.
But yeah, Georgia, you cannot lose to South Carolina and expect even if you lose this SEC championship game, you can't expect to have a spot in the top 4.
No.
You just can't, bro. You can't.
No.
You can't. Now, had the Pac-12 title game gone different, we could be talking about Utah in that 4th spot right now. Them losing
Okay.
the SEC, USC early, I think was a better, if you can say, a better loss than Georgia losing
my
to South
God,
Carolina.
man. Yes.
But I tell you what about that Final Four. If you a team, your best shot is to be. If you one of the lower teams just getting in, your best shot is to be number 2 or 3.
Sure.
That's it.
Because if you come in number 4, you either gonna get LSU or Ohio State, and it's gonna be a wrap. Just don't bring any change of clothes. just wear your uniform.
That's it.
Because that's how you're gonna lead.
Just get back on the bus,
Let's get back
dog.
on the bus and get on back to the plane. Because
Sheesh.
these cats are coming after it, man. Just
Man. Yeah, man. LSU was tough, man. Of course, Clemson, who's nobody's talking about because, they haven't played anyone. Look, man, they are the reigning, defending national champions until someone knocks them off.
Period.
They have not been knocked off.
Yeah.
So I will not discredit nor dismiss Dabo Swinney and what he's got going on over there.
So what kind of love
So
they gonna get shown?
they'll end up 3. They'll end up 3.
I think
in the
they're
bowl.
are they
In the
2
bowl.
right now? I think they're 2 right now as we speak.
It'll come out tonight, but I think they're no. Cause
They might end up.
they're
three.
probably
they're
end up-
probably 3 now.
Yeah, they'll
because
end up 3
3.
because they're gonna just absolutely annihilate Virginia in the ACC title game. It's not
Tragic.
even. They'll win by 30.
Wow.
They'll win by 30.
Wow.
So you're right, Steve. Two or 3, not one and they're not dropping to 4. So it'll be 2 or 3.
2 and 3 is probably the most even matched contest of the whole Final Four. 'Cause,
Sure.
man, 1 and 4 could be a great game, but still, You're losing by 4 touchdowns with still another half.
So
to
could
play.
Oklahoma be that number 4?
Ooh,
It's possible.
Great
They
question.
won today in overtime.
I think
Beating
Oklahoma
Baylor.
might.
That's possible.
They might give it to Oklahoma.
That's possible.
Yeah. And LSU, Ohio State gonna give it to Oklahoma
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, so right now in that Cincinnati game, they playing Memphis, like you mentioned, Goose, 14-10
Highly
in that
contested.
third quarter, man.
Both really good football teams,
Yeah.
man. And I think specifically Cincinnati is a team that historically even the Ohio State Buckeyes never wanted to play. They just played them, I think, just this season, like for the first time. Like there was a long period that Cincinnati had been asking, "Hey, we want to play. We'll come to you.
Yeah.
We want to play." Nope, wouldn't
They
give
didn't
it
want
to
that
them.
Chip Kelly.
They didn't
that
want
Chip
that.
Kelly smoke.
They didn't want that smoke.
When Cass was playing football.
Dog, Cincinnati got a good football team, bro. They're good, bro. So we'll
One of my
see, man.
homeboy's son was a defensive back on that squad for 4 years. Man. They just retired his number.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Yeah, man.
The whole team, the whole defense.
Yeah.
They retired. The whole defense of.
Travis Kelce, if I'm not mistaken, went to Cincinnati as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they had some ballers come up out of there, man. Don't get it twisted now.
Right now we got Hawaii playing Boise State, number 19. 17-3, Boise State leading that game. And
And they playing on the blue turf. They playing at
What's
home.
the
That's
score of
weird.
UNLV versus BYU?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah,
They said
hold on.
last I checked it was down 40.
Hold on.
4-0. 4-0. Down 40.
Hold on, man.
All right.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's tragic.
Okay, next.
40. 4-0.
Then Cats really have the audacity to say that Hunky is not suited
Are you
for that
kidding
job.
me?
What? Why wouldn't he?
No, this basketball.
Who said
No,
that?
is this
This basketball, right?
This
Yeah.
basketball.
I was talking about the football team.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
but I'm talking
This
about
the basketball
Yeah.
score, though.
basketball score.
They're down 40.
That's
Last
sad.
I checked.
That's
They're
sad.
losing to BYU without Danny Ainge.
That's crazy.
Oh,
God.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they're not. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I mean, since we on college basketball,
What can you say, bro? That's
since
tough.
we are college basketball, I know Goose and I are Heels fans,
Yes.
and I think you are honorary Heels fan. It is Mr.
I jumped
Logan.
on.
He jumped on.
Mm.
Roy Williams. Now I want to bring this comparison in because your guy, the serial killer, got on the Facebook
course
Let
he
the Ball
did.
Bounce page, and he did all of the accolades and all of the things that Roy Williams has done since he's been a coach there. Kind of the same
Great
thing.
resume.
Excellent.
Yeah, great
Excellent.
resume. Kind of the same resume that people give me about Tomlin, right? So you see where I'm going with it. But at the end of the day,
But the difference is Tomlin's winning with nobodies. Right at this moment, he's winning with nobody.
I mean, we could look at North Carolina right there and say the same thing. The only person they got is Cole Anthony.
No, they got a few other guys. They got a few other
but
guys.
They don't. North Carolina is so used to being stacked
Sure.
with talent.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like when we mentioned like an Antoine Jameson and Vince Carter, like those two play together.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I'm sure they had a pretty high recruiting class coming in.
It was
they got Cole out of
it
it.
was okay.
Yeah.
It was a solid recruiting class.
Yes.
What is the problem? What is going to have to happen in North Carolina in order for the Tar Heels to get back to being dominant?
Roy got to get out the way and let his players play basketball, bro. Roy in the way, bro. Stop being.
So
in
he
the way.
holding them back.
Stop being in the way and let these boys hoop.
I love that window pane jacket he wear though.
I don't.
That's great.
I'd be like,
Drake
sit
can't
down.
stand
Can't
it,
stand it.
bro. Can't stand the young,
Sit down.
the young flannel.
Woof. That houndstooth gray with that Carolina
Sit
blue.
down. And he think it's fresh too. Sit down.
Oh, you think he too fresh?
Woof.
Too fresh. Oh, pigeon toe.
Woof. Get some Sansa belt slacks.
Boy.
Let
boy.
me tell you what coach.
Boy.
Let me tell you why this coach that I'm about to mention is always considered a really good coach, and that is Mike Krzyzewski, because he lets his kids play.
But if you want to be honest,
Blue
and I
Devils.
mentioned this too,
Blue Devils.
Coach K has underachieved here. If you want to look at the last decade of work, he's underachieved in comparison to the recruiting classes that he's got.
The boy got Zion Williamson and Barrett last year.
Huge.
In the last 10, he's got, 3 chips?
He had 3 of the top 10 in the class. When did he got bounced out in the Sweet 16, Elite 8, didn't he?
Yeah. I think he needs to go back
went
to
the Final Four, right? They got to the Final Four last year, right? With Zion?
With Zion?
No, they ain't make it to the Final Four. Did Duke make it to the Final Four? I don't think so.
I think they got bounced in the Elite 8. Duke.
Elite 8?
Yeah, it was Elite 8.
It might be the Elite 8.
Yeah.
Might be the Elite 8.
I think it was the Elite 8.
Yeah, it could have been Elite 8.
But even then,
after they beat Taco Fall and them,
I think they went to the Final Four.
Let's figure it out.
Let's see.
Fact check. Somebody let us know.
Let's see that. Let's see that.
Somebody let us know, man.
But again, what you're saying,
just get out the way, bro.
that kind of weight coming in the past 10 years, you probably should have
Elite 8, right?
Elite 8.
Elite 8.
Michigan State.
Yep, Michigan State.
Because he had the boy from Sacramento, left-handed kid.
Yeah.
He was a blue
Fox,
chip.
De'Aaron Fox.
He was a Fox.
Sure.
No, the other one, the tall one.
Oh, the big kid.
Shoot left-hand threes.
Play for Sacramento.
Oh,
no,
Bagley. Marvin Bagley.
Bagley. Yeah.
Marvin Bagley.
He had bags. He had some talent coming through
I
the
mean,
door, man.
I wouldn't say he's. I just think that he's won with less talented teams. Like right now, what we're finding is a lot of high school. You're
talking Roy Williams or Coach K?
Coach K.
Okay.
A lot of kids that are coming out of high school, they're so super talented. They could jump out of the gym. They're just super amazing athletic wise. But there's not really a lot of blue collar guys that are getting picked up that are making the difference and becoming the glue to these teams. Like we're just looking at give me the best athlete, give me the Zion, give me. Instead of saying, give me him. He's super dope too. He makes first team too.
He's going to stay at least 3 years for me.
At least.
And that's the thing too, Bill. And I'm going to let you finish your point, but that's the thing. Coach K won with experienced teams.
Yes.
When he won, he had 2, 3, 4 year guys. When he won, you can. Now, although the one and done thing is a wave and. Of course, he had to get on it. The teams that you noticed that he won with were 2, 3, 4 year guys, experienced guys. So
I was going to just say that.
Sorry.
He's had to build his team lately with the AAU premise, one and done guys, to be able to compete. The old way with the experienced players, I think, is out the window for him now.
For a lot of teams.
For a lot of teams.
But that's why a lot of teams that have 3 and 4 year guys are getting further in the tournament because they've been in school longer.
Exactly.
I'll tell you something. If I was in college basketball and I lost to 5 freshmen when Kentucky won it, man, I was a junior or senior, I'd have been hot. I'd been hot at my squad. Man, we've been doing this longer than these kids been a lot, man. Come on, man. We're losing. We're getting blowed by Cat's first year in college, man. Absolutely, man.
And just to update you on that UNLV score, it was 50-83. BYU Cougars with the smash down. It's the final, and their records are flip flopped. UNLV is 4-7, BYU 7-4. So.
Wow.
Hey.
TJ. They said TJ was gonna be the dude, right?
That's what I heard.
Okay.
Man.
All right, Tej.
Okay.
Right on. You didn't say that. Not Tej.
Come on,
At the end of the
She's
day,
a rebel now, so we can say Tej.
we still need people to go out and support. Because you went to a game and it was 17.3 people there, and it was only 3 bags of popcorn for everybody.
Wow.
Bro.
And that's counting the ushers.
Bro,
That's sad.
It was really, really bad. I sat behind the basket.
The bench.
And you can really, you can literally look out and count people.
Wow.
That's sad.
Wow.
So it was more people at Summer League.
Oh, absolutely.
wow.
That's not even a debate. It was more. It was more people at Summer League in the
Small Cox gym.
in the Cox gym.
Yeah.
Dead
That's
serious.
tragic.
Not even a debate. They
That's
could have
tragic.
had that game in the Cox gym.
Wow.
And it'd still been seats left.
Could have got table service too.
No question.
Oh goodness.
And people had the nerve to have people sitting in the nosebleeds. No, bring those people down here, and you tarp off the top part. They don't even deserve to have that up. It shouldn't even. The top part of that gym shouldn't even be in service.
Yeah, like a like a concert. They
Bro,
just rope off,
like,
drape
come
off the
on,
back
bro.
of it.
What are we doing right now?
It's tragic.
I've always said if Vegas is not winning, they're not coming to watch.
Nope.
Not gonna have 'em.
There was a day when UNLV basketball fed every program.
Boy,
They fed the
telling
swim
you.
team, fed the golf program, fed everybody.
now don't no program out there feed none of them.
Right. Well, I want
Golf
to.
is feeding.
What's
itself.
the-
But baseball is pretty
What's
good.
golf
the
is feeding
antithesis of Gucci Row?
It's I could have got a seat on
Yeah,
Gucci Row.
yeah.
They need to change.
Stetson
the,
Row?
They need to change
It's
the name.
like
Nice Burlington Coat Factory roll.
it's
That's what I'm saying.
Factory Row.
It's Follows
Steve
Pilates.
Madden,
It's
Steve
Follows
Madden Row now.
Follows Pilates
Ross,
Phallus
dress for less row.
Phallus. You think phallus.
DD's discount roll.
I was just about to say that.
DD's.
I was just about to say that.
DD's discount
LA
roll.
Street Clothing Row.
Yeah. Get your members
Lord.
only jacket and come on, sit down.
Man.
Get you some
LA
members only.
Street, LA Street Clothing, LA Street. You don't cut it
That's
out.
tragic.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not a good look, bro.
Man.
It's just really not, man.
See what's the
What about what about the shoe store over there off of
Vegas Shoe
Lake
Plus.
Mead? Yeah,
Vegas Shoe
Vegas.
Plus.
now? Vegas shoes plus. Shoes for $2.99.
Shoe Plus Row.
Yeah, Vegas Shoe Plus Row.
Wow.
Zodi's Row. Boy, get it in.
Zodi's.
Row. Discount Mall Row. Miller's Outpost Row.
Nordstrom Rack
on
Row.
Motor
Boy,
Highway
you a
Miller's
fool.
Outpost.
Ooh, no, I'm talking about the one in Northtown, man. Northtown.
Terrible.
Goodness.
But
Look,
yeah,
man,
terrible.
we,
That's
look,
terrible.
I want to send a public service announcement to all of you dope high school men's basketball teams.
Yes, indeed.
Stay home.
Please.
Help build
We need
UNLV back up.
We need you.
We're about to have a pro team here. It's just a matter of time before you guys start playing in the stadium also. I'm just kidding. But let's bring college basketball back to where it used to be here in Las Vegas.
We got a few staying.
I tell you something
Definitely.
on that, Dre, and I agree with you, but that's on UNLV.
Yes.
Just because of how they recruit Vegas kids. They don't show them any financial love when it comes to recruiting Vegas kids. So why would a kid, it's about the college experience for the kid and going to get to play in front of their family. But, man, if you got a chance to go to Oregon and play basketball like Troy Brown Jr. did and stuff like that,
Yep.
man, because UNLV
can't turn
is
that
not,
down.
you can't
You can't.
turn that down simply because you're not making anything. The Rebels are the program is not coming with anything substantial. Yeah, we pay your. Yeah, it's just not. They're in their own way in terms of recruiting talent to stay home.
And I would have to agree with you when you say they're in their own way. It seems like they are stuck in their ways.
Yes.
And with that being said, man, it starts up top. And I think if it starts up top, we need to build a different type of culture. And we need to change the look a little bit.
Yeah.
It needs to be, kind of going back to,
Now, does changing the culture requires a big name coach, or just someone
That's part
that
of
can
it.
come in?
That's part of the
someone
package.
that comes in and knows how to change a culture.
That too.
which I think Hunky would be able to do.
Oh, no question about that. He'll come in and change the culture. It may not be the name that everybody is synonymous with, because a lot of people don't even, it's funny for me to even say this, a lot of people don't even remember Hunky as a UNLV running Rebel.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even remember him as that. But if you were to look up his resume and see what he's done over the course of his playing career and now coaching career, you'll be like, man, okay, this dude done
It
put
makes
his foot
sense.
into something.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes sense.
But getting back to UNLV basketball, there are two young men that I know of that will be staying. Shout out to Donovan Yap. That's our guy Eddie Shelby, man. That's his son. And shout out to Nick Blake, who just did a year in prep school and will be coming back to play for the UNLV running Rebels. So that's two guys right now that I know of. And shout out to Lamar Bigby. Nick Blake is one of his guys that play for the Las Vegas Knicks. They'll both be coming back. That's a start.
Yeah.
that's a start, man. Shout out to DeMarlo Slocum. I'm pretty sure he had something to do with that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Like, that's a start. We have to make it cool for young dudes coming out of Las Vegas high schools to say, you know what? I want to stay home.
And hire within.
Yeah.
Hire within.
Absolutely.
It makes no sense why Hunky shouldn't be, if he's not the coach, on staff. You know, kind of do what, take, the Lakers motto a little bit. I know that Jason Kidd and Hollins and Vogel aren't Laker, they're not from that Laker tree, but they went and got really good guys from good programs and brought them in. And why not start with the programs here?
Guys that have a specialty.
Yes.
You got different guys that got a specialty, but will all meet in the middle when it's all said and done.
And I think DeMarlo brings that specialty of knowing Las Vegas, knowing the local kids. So now you don't have to send somebody else that the locals and the kids don't know. We all know DeMarlo.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And so if DeMarlo is sitting in my son's living room and telling him to come to UNLV, I know DeMarlo, and I'm going to be like, you know what, son, I really think you should look at this.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just getting the trust of the people back.
No doubt, man. And shout out to our guy, man, Jamal Smith. He's about to play in the championship over there in South America, or has played. His dad, Robert Smith, we mentioned this before, suffered a stroke and is recovering right now, man. So shout out to the UNLV legend that is Robert Smith, man. We want to definitely send our love, man, our prayers to you and the Smith family, and continue to get stronger, man.
Yeah,
that's what we want, man. Shout out to Jamal Smith, man, who's been on our show before, man. And that dude right there, bro. Even though he went to New Mexico, he didn't follow daddy footsteps and go to UNLV. He had a wonderful career out there in New Mexico, and he's had a phenomenal pro career overseas, man. So shout out to him, man.
Hey, look, man, support your local college basketball, and UNLV fans, support your team, man. Yeah. Don't just talk bad about them. Actually, go out. I mean, I like UNLV, but I graduated from Long Beach State.
You're a Long Beach Niner, no doubt.
So
that's what it is.
But I'm gonna still ride for the Rebels, and I think that bringing DeMarlo and maybe bringing Hunky in, and maybe just putting more guys on the staff, and maybe getting a real life basketball athletic director over there, because I don't know what's going on with the athletic director over there. Are you nuts? She's nuts.
Danielle Francois, whatever.
Francois.
That's not a good look right now,
boy,
in my opinion.
She wants to blaze her own trail.
Yeah,
okay, well, go blaze it somewhere else.
You're not doing.
Bad blazer suit jacket wearing Roy Williams face.
UNLV is one of those. UNLV is one of those schools which people don't realize just how young the university is. It wasn't established until 1957.
You really have to look at what Tark did.
Yeah.
When he came from Long Beach State.
That motto.
How he changed the culture, bro.
Sure.
He said him and Lois, I was watching that documentary that came on HBO about it. And they said, man, when we came here to Vegas, we was like, man, how are we going to win here?
Yeah.
But, man, he found some type of formula.
Junior college kid.
Coach,
he knew he couldn't win. He knew in order
Rick
to
Majerus
win.
Lived and died on that.
Yeah. Because in order to win, a change of culture, as you say, you have to win. And you keep getting freshmen in, you're not going to win. You're not going to change the culture unless you get somebody really special. But if you continue to lose, ain't nobody special coming.
Yeah.
So Tark went the junior college route. I remember when he signed Jeff Collins. I remember when Jeff Collins came through the door, could have had a 45-inch vertical.
Yeah.
And the dude was just, and Dane was throwing him alley-oops from half court. Yeah. It changed everything.
Yikes.
They start throwing alley-oops to this cat, and all of a sudden people start buying tickets.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And that was the beginning of it, Jarvis Bass night.
Yes. Yes.
It was just so many cats that played JUCO ball that he brought in.
Right.
That changed. That was it. You have to win to change the culture.
And big ups to Jarvis Bass Night. His grandmother used to be my tutor when I was in junior high school,
crazy.
man. And she was really old back then, and I'm almost pretty sure she's passed. If not, she's well over 110.
Wow.
But she was really, really nice, man. And wow, And big ups to our brother Moses Scurry, man. I just was talking on Facebook with him a couple of weeks ago, man. He wished Mamiya happy birthday from her unc. So we have to get you back on the show, Moses. We have to get you back on, man, and talk about him,
man.
Yeah,
that was dope. That was dope interview.
One of my favorite cats, man.
Yeah,
Scurry, man.
Energy.
Yeah, it's just amazing when you look back at UNLV back from when Tark got here to when he ended. Yeah. How he changed the whole culture.
Yeah.
Completely changed.
You know,
completely.
Even when he left, they still was, you know.
Yeah. So if you're just now tuning in, Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, we talked about college football, and we're just wrapping it up with college basketball and talking a little bit about UNLV, man, and bringing them back to prominence. So we appreciate you guys joining in to the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio with your guy Dre Bailey,
man, Goose Thomas,
Bill Blockham Logan, Mr. Steven Senior, man. We got a huge fight tonight.
Yeah, well, it's already happened. It's over. It's a wrap. Anthony Joshua. Man. Anthony Joshua gets back what he lost. WBA, IBO, WBF, and IBA.
Boy, that is just too much. I don't see how you did that.
Too many alphabets.
Too many. But he beat Andy Ruiz by decision. Pretty much dominated the fight. Changed his entire game plan from the first fight. Pretty much stayed on the outside and jabbed away. And Ruiz was not able to set his feet and get big time power shots on him. Cut him early. Cut him in the first round actually. Didn't go to the body as much as I would like for him to. I mean, because Ruiz gained 15 pounds. If you look at him in the first fight, he was like, dang, he was already built like an El Camino. And then he comes back in the second fight, and now he's gained 15 more pounds. And you're
like the Joker.
Damn, now he's built like a Chevy Trailblazer.
That's true.
So it's like
not the SS.
Boy, the SS on Dayton's. It's like, come on, bro. But the dude, you still got to respect him because his hands are super duper fast. Like you looking at this dude, you like, man, this dude can't box.
Yeah, okay.
Hands fast than a mug, super fast. So Anthony Joshua stayed on the outside, which I wasn't too keen on him doing because he's just not great at fighting on the outside. He's just not. But he didn't allow Ruiz to set his feet, which played to his advantage, and he ended up winning the fight by decision. I think Ruiz might have won 2 rounds.
Well, it was probably a smart strategy for him.
Sure.
To incorporate that outside game.
Absolutely.
Please tell me he didn't weigh in at 300.
285.
It was like 285, 283, something like that.
Yeah, God,
round that off, that's 300.
Boy,
300. That's 300.
That's tragic.
That's 300. And it's crazy because Anthony Joshua came back in, and he was actually 12 pounds lighter than he was. Really you can clearly see that
that's because he wanted to really win this fight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He had clearly
he wanted to work on his outside game. Probably.
Absolutely, and that and being slimmer and having a little bit being quicker to the jab. That's what it benefits. It benefits for you to lose that little extra poundage, so you can be quicker with that jab, and that's exactly.
So
what
now we're looking at a mega fight.
I'm not sure if Ruiz and Joshua will lock up for the trilogy, which I would like to see. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Break the tie. But now you gotta get. I mean, by 2020 can't leave out without Joshua and Wilder locking up. It just can't. If it leaves out, that the hopes of that fight it's over.
Somewhere in 2020.
They gotta lock up. They gotta lock up.
You can't stay on the outside though to fight Wilder. You cannot. I mean, you got to get in him.
Yeah,
you got to get in.
Like even though Wilder, well, I mean, as far as measurables, Joshua and Wilder are evenly matched as far as measurables. Anthony Joshua actually weighs more than Wilder. Wilder's a little more slimmer. Wilder might be 220 on a good day.
He slimmed down real
Anthony
good.
Joshua can be 240 when he get in there. You know what I'm saying? And he might want to think about being 240 because if he get hit. If he get hit, bro, we already seen how high his chin is against Ruiz the first time when he dropped him.
Right.
So You might want to think about
you can't
His
stay on the
chin has been
outside.
compromised.
it's been compromised, man. So we gotta see, man.
That's why you
but-
can't
So-
stay on the outside of
Yeah.
Wilder. You got to get in.
Once Tyson's chin was compromised,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
it was a no,
wrap.
it was a wrap.
It was a wrap.
Anybody caught him.
And you wouldn't even think, like, looking at Tyson, especially in his early days, the way he fought, his style.
Yeah.
You would never ever think that his chin would ever be compromised.
Yeah.
Because of the way he fought. But man, as soon as you let them
Man,
hands drop, you get comfortable.
when I saw him and Razor Ruddock fight, and Razor Ruddock hit that boy so many times, so hard, and he didn't go anywhere. I said, man, this dude can't be knocked out.
Nope.
Nah, you can't.
Yep. Yeah, man. And
and Razor hit him one time, and he went.
Buster Douglas proved that wrong though.
Yeah. And Jermell Charlo fights tonight.
I think it was a different training.
Against Dennis Hogan, man. So that should be a good one. That one's gonna be on Showtime.
Then them inept corner dudes.
Yeah.
What is a balloon filled with water going to do to a swollen eye?
It's frozen. That's frozen. That's ice. It was ice. Though.
No.
It was cold
Look at
water
that.
though. It's for the swelling. It's for the swelling, dog. That's what it's for.
Hey man, I really want to put this bug in y'all ear
Big Hopper fighters.
about this fighter, man. He's been on the scene for a little bit, but a lot of people don't know about him, man. Jaime Munguia. I watched him fight at ironically at the Hard Rock at the Joint when he beat Liam Smith in the, I want to say it was the junior middleweight. I think that was for the junior middleweight title. But it was an HBO fight. I went to that fight. That was my first time seeing him fight. This kid is ridiculous. If y'all get a chance, just YouTube some of Jaime Munguia's highlights, bro, and watch this dude throw hands. The dude is special. And I think he'll be fighting at either middleweight or super middleweight in his next fight, which is a few weeks from now. I want to say it's the first fight in January. But take a look at that kid, man. The kid got super duper hands, bro. Please take a look at him, man. So yeah, man, boxing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a great sport, man. I love the sport, man. I love the science. I just love the I can only use my hands contract that gets signed every single time these dudes get in the square circle, man. I love it, bro. So yeah, man. Sport of boxing, bro.
Look, boxing is not dead, man.
No.
You
No
know,
stress.
it's still some good boxers out there. A lot of people think that heavyweight
ones.
boxing is trash. But
Heavyweight has definitely shown its head more so than in the past.
Yeah.
It's gotten a lot better. I don't think it's there in America especially, but even across the sector of boxing, I just don't think it's all the way there yet.
Right.
But you know, the lower weight classes have kept boxing going, which, I mean, honestly, for our time, our generation, that's all we've been used to anyway.
Yep.
You know, you've had good heavyweights that have come across, great heavyweights that have come across, but you've had great heavyweights that have come across. But as a whole, though,
Right.
I think the lower weight classes have kept
Beat him over there.
boxing going, man. So yeah, man.
We got grumpy and grumpier
Grumpy
over
old man looking.
These two over here, man. Martin and Eddie Murphy on life. Look, we got Ringo Starr over here all on the table, and then you got Jerry Heller. Like, look, man, that wood was very expensive. We cut that a lot of trees for that.
Told people
I gotta
not
go
to
put
beat
some
on
more
the table.
I gotta go put some more lacquer on that thing now. Messing with y'all.
Haven't you told him not to beat on the table?
all the time.
Man ain't never told me that, man. Y'all
I
knock
said it
off,
today.
man.
Hey, that man is.
Did you?
Hey, that man
it
over
shakes
there.
the whole cameras.
Oh,
A
my
jig.
bad. I ain't hitting you to say that, man. Hey, man, you ain't my daddy. Golly.
You ain't my
play,
daddy.
If you want to play drums, grow your fro, put a pick in your head, and go over there.
Quest love. Question love.
That's tragic.
Sheesh.
But instead, sit there and look like a grown Theo and do this doggone show.
After this man and told you not to beat on the table.
A grown Theo. Y'all crazy. I didn't hear him say that, man.
Hey, it's all good.
Well, he
It's okay.
didn't. He gestured it like.
I didn't even
Just to
see
say
that. My bad.
that's universal for
My
stop.
bad. Oh, yes.
Nah, man, but the sport of boxing, man, definitely
It's still here, man.
still here, man. I anytime there's a big fight or even a small one that I like to see up and coming fighters, man. I like to see dudes that I've watched. Like Shakur Stevenson, he's one of my favorite young guys to watch. I had a question about his focus at first, but over these last couple of fights, his last fight was in Reno a couple of weeks back. He's definitely shown his maturity and his growth as a fighter and as a man.
Yeah.
Because he getting into little Twitter beefs and knocking people out in public places. Like, you can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting caught on camera right now. Everywhere you go, there's a camera, bro. So, like, chill. You know what I mean? And he's definitely overcome his slight, I guess, maturity flaws.
Okay.
You can call it, man. So that's one of the guys that I really, really like, because I watched him come up through the amateur ranks and through the Olympics and now as a pro.
Right.
And Devin Haney is another one. It's so many, bro, that just got that pedigree, man. They just got that. Oh boy, Devin Haney from the Bay too. He's from Frisco. So he I like him, man, a lot.
And to all you hard-headed knuckles out there, man, you want to box, go ahead and put on some gloves and join your local boxing gym. Don't box on your lady.
Please.
Oh.
That makes no sense, you knuckleheads.
And then get surprised when she stick you.
Boy. Oh, boy. While you sleep.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. Your guy, Dre Bailey.
Your man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan. Mr. Stevens Sr. in the building. We are here at Gorilla Cross Studios, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Coast time, man. We're here to give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Right now, we're about to dive right into the NBA, man.
Sir.
And talk about a little bit of NBA. But there's a topic that I want to talk about real quick as I look at my nails. That I want to talk about in the NBA. You guys like the color of? You guys like the color of them?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So there's a lot of or a lot of things going on on the internet and with Dwayne Wade's son with the fingernails and the French tips and a lot of people have an opinion about what he should do, how he should do it, and how he should basically react to people having a problem with him allowing his minor son, because he's still a minor, to wear fingernails and paint nails and things like that. So it's the elephant in the bigger room now. It was a smaller room before, but we are in the new and improved Gorilla Cross Studios, man. But let's talk about the elephant in the big room right now.
Man,
who wants to go first? Who wants to tackle first?
I'll go, because I just look, man. Okay, you as a person, I'm not going to even say as a man, as a person, have the right to do whatever you feel with your body. You can do whatever you like. Snow, I'm not here to make that decision. But for me, I want to teach my son the ways of a man. Right? Now, there's nothing wrong.
Which should be taught.
Which should be taught. There's nothing wrong with your sexual preference. I don't care about that. It doesn't mean me any other way. Don't care. But when you start to portray something other than a man, that's where I take issue. We've seen and we know countless men that are homosexual. One of my good friends is a homosexual man. I don't care. He knows that I don't care what his sexual preference is. As long as you're a good partner, I don't care what you do behind your closed doors, bro. That doesn't matter to me. But as a father, trying to bring up a boy and turn him into a young man and eventually a man, I want to teach him the ways of a man.
These are your ways, though.
These are my ways. I can't. I'm not putting my ways on nobody else. As a man, men don't do things that women do, i.e., nails, i.e., dresses, i.e., panties and sports bras. Men don't do that. This is a real thing. Like, this is not something that was made up. It's a thing. This is something that you just don't do.
Well, men been doing all those things for a long time.
This is my point. This is my point. You're not supposed to.
Says who?
Why though?
Says who? Yeah.
Because men don't wear dresses. Women do.
Who?
Why?
Says who?
Because back in the day, didn't they all have like longer robes on? Back in the Bible days, back in Egypt, they all wore like
a robe,
dresses and makeup, and they were
a robe and a blouse, which is made for a woman. A blouse,
but why
is made for a woman.
I think that back in those biblical days, that was the attire. They didn't make pants,
Right, like
so they dressed in robes.
Yeah,
like
that.
So when did that change, and why did it change to say that this is for men and this is for women?
I'm not sure when exactly it changed. But as a man, we know that men don't wear dresses or high heels. They didn't have high heels back in the day.
Okay.
So why is a high heel specifically for a woman and not a man now? You know what I'm saying?
So
because men don't wear high heels. That's like not what you're supposed to do.
So if your son chose to identify as a lady or a woman or a girl, and he wanted to paint his nails, would you, as a father who is basically doing all you can to raise him to be the best man that he can be,
sure,
what would you do if he chose to do that?
I would try my hardest to curve him away, tell him that, and this is all part of the teaching aspect. So you never hopefully have to face that. But I would try to curve him away. And if that's a decision that he wants to make later on in his life.
What about right now, though? He wants to make that decision right now.
To identify as a woman right now at 11?
Don't call me boy. Call me girl.
At 11?
Right now.
I'm going to say that's at 11 years old, you want to identify as a woman.
There's a lot of things kids want to do when they're kids, and you can't let them. Okay, and you can't let them do whatever they want to do. Like he said, if you want to do that when you're 18, cool. But under my roof, it's my rules. And we heard that growing up as kids.
But you find a lot of suicide also because the kid feels like
kids run away from home,
and because the kids feel like they can't be who they want to be at the time that they want to be it.
Because what happens is, and this is in my youth group comes up a little bit.
Good.
I understand what Donnell is talking about, and the only reason we're talking about this in this form is because Dwayne Wade's a public figure.
Sure.
Because if it wasn't, we would know who this kid was.
We wouldn't even know.
Right.
Wouldn't even know.
But his parents have pushed that too.
Yeah, but
Dwayne Wade and Gabby have been pushing
this
look before the kid was even born.
I was just going to say that they are pretty much allowing him to do this.
Yeah.
Even at 11 years old.
Sure.
Gabby took him to a gay parade.
Yeah.
Sure.
She took him for a pride parade.
Sure.
I understand why she's doing that and why Dwayne is taking the approach they have, because it is very, just from kids I know, it is very tough being
different
sure. in a sexual orientation and being young.
Yeah.
Because you feel persecuted,
isolated,
even when nobody knows, because you feel like you cannot be yourself.
Sure.
And that's what leads to the teen suicide and the running away, as Bill was talking about. That's a very tough spot for a man with a son to be in.
It's crazy. It's a crazy spot.
And really the greatest encouragement for him, from me, is to just manage your family
the best way you know.
The best way you can.
Absolutely.
But are parents pushing that on their kids to maybe
not pushing it.
I
but
don't
they
think
have
they were
to
pushing
support
it, but I think.
But this
they
is
support
what I'm
him.
saying. This is before he was even born. They were pushing this style to the world, right?
Yes.
Because they've been doing this for a
Acceptance
while,
of
where
it.
they're being
Acceptance
very,
of it,
where Dwayne
yes.
Wade was dressing very.
Yes.
So are they like, let's make sure our kids, So I mean,
because
I
there's
don't know if
statistics
that
to
is
this.
pushed onto the kid, maybe he will end up being like that.
It's weird, bro. Like it really is a weird topic and a weird thing to kind of discuss because this is a very, very sensitive subject.
It is
because of what Steve just brought up with the suicide rates and not feeling like you're accepted. But again, the thing it's two separate issues here, right? You got the homosexual issue, which is something I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what you do as far as your sexual preference is concerned. My thing is how you present yourself, because you can be a homosexual all you want. You can, girls, men, both. I don't care what you do, bro. My thing is there are things that men are supposed to do and that women are supposed to do. Yeah. So since you want to identify as a woman, you gonna walk around wearing tampons? Like you gonna walk around like you like the carrying of the purses and the wearing of the high heels, like that's a totally separate thing as far as when we're talking about your sexual preference versus your appearance.
And see,
two different things.
When you try as a parent to mute the appearance,
sure,
that's where the spirit of the individual is being killed at, because you're saying I can accept this, but I refuse to accept this, and the appearance is where they feel the most comfortable,
right,
in expressing themselves.
Sure,
and that is what's leading to their suicide rate.
Gotcha.
Because there is statistics on all of this.
Sure,
and they're real, and but that's where the kid is being feel like ostracized is in their appearance, because they want to paint their hair, and not just guys, young men to identify as women, but young girls who want to identify as men or boys.
Right.
It's the same thing. They want to shave their hair. Man, I could tell y'all some stuff I've seen in the medical field off the air that'll make you just like, just in the last 2 weeks, of what has come through our surgical doors, man, is crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
And just people's mindset, but these were adults,
But I know Dwayne Wade had a response. He was basically, speaking from his perspective as a father and how he raises his kids in his home.
Right.
And you get a lot of people saying, how can you speak on another man's kid, and what's good for you may not be good for them, and I mean, what do you think about his response as a father, though?
I think most of all what he's trying to do, and I think all of us are trying to do, because we have children, is support our child.
Got to protect and support them.
Because, like Steve speaks on the statistics, these kids can run away from home. You can never see them again.
Sure.
They can commit suicide. And now, as a parent, if you didn't support them when they needed that support, how would you feel when your child ends up dead from suicide? You would feel terrible.
You feel terrible.
So I think what he's trying to do at the end of the day is just support his son.
No doubt.
Not kill his spirit.
No doubt. And to take it even further, I as a father will go to great lengths into the earth to support my children, no matter what it is they do, right, wrong, indifferent. But I will let them know what my stance is.
Yes.
I think that part is totally being lost. Yeah. I'm going to tell you the truth about what I feel it is that you're doing, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm going to support you, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to harbor the truth from you.
Oh, that's my daughter over there.
You gotta know how I feel.
I don't like it, but it's him.
That's my baby girl. I don't like what he's doing.
It's funny,
but that's my child.
Yes. Look at Magic Johnson and his
son. Come on, bro. That's a classic example. Look at that.
This dude come down the stairs at a gala at the crib, and them Rick
looking
James
magnificent,
boots, and them Rick James boots and a fade,
man,
and
clean,
lipstick and eyeliner,
fade.
clean. Come on, man,
clean, super clean.
I just. Man.
I'm just being me, Daddy.
But it's a real subject. It's something that is going on, and it's something that is definitely sports related because it's Dwayne Wade's son.
And we've seen this. You know, the one that I really had an issue with was the track and field issue that happened. I think it was last year, earlier this year, where it was two men who changed their entire sexual. Like the identification from male to female, they stunk as a male, and then they come over to the female side, and now they're dominant. Yeah. I got an issue with that.
Trash.
In sports,
that's trash.
I take crazy issue with
trash.
That. Don't do that, bro.
That's trash.
You stink.
Yep.
Continue to stink.
Yep.
Yeah, because if I put a wig on, I could at least
get better.
And
I could at least
just get better.
If I put a wig on, I can at least give you 15 and 10 in the WNBA right now.
I mean, look, especially with Liz Campage not getting back on defense.
Yeah.
Arguing with the ref all day.
You arguing with the ref. I'm down here scoring layups. Yeah. You guarding me, you going to have a tough time. Lizzie.
So look, man,
but I think what you said, Goose, is key to let them know your stance.
Yes.
You have to let them know your stance.
Just like you telling me yours.
And I'm going to still love you as my child.
Just like you telling me your truth.
Daddy
I'm going to tell you mine.
Yeah. Daddy would like to see this. Daddy, this is where Daddy is at. This is where your dad is at.
But I'm not going to ostracise you. I'm not going to turn my back.
I'm not going to leave you in the cold.
Yeah.
But here's my stance.
Here's my stance.
And the school districts on those circumstances are trash because they're so afraid of being sued by these dudes that want to now be chicks and wrestle and do whatever they want to do.
That's the part I don't like.
And throw it, you like Dre said, you suck as a guy. Yeah. But now here you go. Now you want to go from William to Wilhelmina.
No.
Hey man.
I'm just my bad. Okay, from Joe to Josephina. Okay, my bad, dog. I'm just come on, man. Stop. Come on, dog.
Hey, man.
Don't use my name in vain like that.
Come on, dog. My bad. Wow. You want to go from Joe to Josephina just so you can get a trophy.
Yeah,
because that's all it's about. They just want it.
Cool.
They just want accolades.
Not cool, man. Not cool at all.
And the school district are chumps for allowing it to happen.
And shout out to Tara McCree, man. She's living it right now.
Yes.
So she says there's a girl in her Girl Scouts troop that her daughter's in that has literally changed her sexual orientation from girl to boy. Her parents call her a boy's name. She dresses completely like a boy. She's 12 years old.
She should be kicked out of the Girl Scouts.
She shouldn't be a
She's
not
a girl then.
She shouldn't be a Girl Scout.
No,
why are you in the Girl Scouts? She needs to be a Boy Scout.
Why is she still a Boy Scout?
Because she still got the
Girl
plumbing.
Scout, I mean.
She still has the plumbing. She still has the plumbing.
Okay.
And that's where the line is being.
But it's hard to stop bullying between the 12-year-old, 13, 14-year-old kids.
Because that's when it happens.
Because that's when it happens. Yeah. But it's hard to stop that bullying because they're living in that little world that they're in.
Yeah.
And
that's where the line is being trampled.
It's tough, man.
That's where it's being trampled because they still have the plumbing.
But I think their own peers accept these kids when they, change identities more than back in my day.
Oh wow!
Yes.
She said they go to the sleepovers and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back in my day,
you ain't coming to the crib. No,
that's
not.
No, you can't do that.
I'm not having a sleepover just because.
No.
Because if I single you out and say, hey, you can invite everybody.
Right,
but her.
Now I'm wrong.
I'm wrong.
And if you do come over, you got to sleep in a separate room than everybody.
You with me?
Yeah. Well,
you with me? You on the
at
floor,
my house?
You on the pallet next to my bed? Because if you get up, I'ma deck you.
I have a great for everybody who's chiming into the live. I have a great movie for you guys to watch in this situation because it could get scary.
Yeah,
Hilary Swank played a young lady who basically
when
identified.
Boys Cry? I think that's
yes, it is when boys cry. Identify with a male and she lost her life because of it. So there are a lot of repercussion and a lot of things that people don't understand. People don't like what they don't understand, and sometimes people fear what they don't understand. And right now, we're still in 2019 in a world where people are just really not that understanding about, what you are going through, what another person is going through. So, I think the conversation needs to continue to happen. If you want to continue to happen, it can happen on the Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk page. But if you guys have anything final before we move into the NBA?
I just think right now there's really no common ground.
Yeah.
And the people that believe that Dwayne Wade's son should run amok believes that, and they're not coming off of it.
Yeah.
And you got people that are totally on this side that just totally shun it. But then you got people like us here at the table that understand both sides, but it's like, yo, something's got to give. You can't have your cake and eat it. You can't do that. Yeah. And especially when it comes to the transgender in sports, like that. That is really a conversation, and people aren't understanding that part. This is a whole man fighting against and competing against your daughter. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Really? You really going to allow that?
No.
I will act a plumb fool if that happens.
Yeah.
I will act so retarded in there. They're kicking me out, and I'm 86 for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I know they're
taking my kid with me.
Yeah.
And my daughter's going with me.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Pack your stuff up. Let's go.
Pack your stuff.
I know they're starting to do some things with the men and women's restroom by having like a different type of
all gender
type of restroom and things like that. So the world is changing right in front of our eyes.
Absolutely.
Man. So
absolutely. Being force fed a whole lot.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So Dwayne Wade, keep doing you
Continue
as
to
a
parent
father.
like you parent, bro. That's
it.
That's
That's my advice to you. And I know you could care less about it, but he had to jump to his son's defense because his son is really young, 11, 12 years old, and you're getting, since he is a public figure, everybody on social media coming at this kid, and that can drive a person really over the edge at the end of the day. So whatever your stance.
You talking about the crop top picture with the French tips?
Well, and then it was some before that, him at the gay pride parade, which again that's neither here nor there as far as the pride thing. My thing is the appearance.
Yeah.
Love your kids, man, regardless what it is. They are products of us. They are a work in progress, and we just hope that they take the teachings and the things that we give them and kind of implement it into their lives as they get adults. But at the end of the day,
I look at me and my upbringing, and nobody else that I want to emulate was my dad.
Yeah.
I didn't want to emulate nobody else outside the influence that I saw in the home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
True.
So, that's another thing with today's society. Yeah. Our kids want to emulate everybody else outside instead of the influence in the home.
Like Charles Barkley said, I'm not your kid's role model.
Not your role model, man.
Well, at a certain age, and again, statistics, parents slide down the scale in terms of influence as a kid gets older. They go from being the top spot when they're 4, 5, 6 years old, but as they start to be around more social instances with friends and TV and everything,
and that influence has changed too. Like you said,
all the mediums that come in, parents begin to slide down the
you got a lot of
influential.
You got a lot of gay parents. You got a lot of gay parents.
Sure.
Yeah. And in black families,
that's the influence in the home.
Very true.
And again, we know people.
Yeah.
With that situation too.
Facts.
But that doesn't influence them to do that.
Yes.
See, the thing is, and this is just how I grew up, and I know we still on this, but this is an important topic, y'all, and we're going to talk about it because we're not afraid to talk about anything. Yeah. Simple and plain. I grew up in a single parent home, right? All the way through when I was 14, and everybody has this story. My mother passed away when I was 14, and we were living on the Donner Block. My father then took over. Now, although I didn't see my dad every single day, my dad was a huge influence in my life, and I wanted to be like him. The way he handled business, the way he went about things, how genuine he was, how he told you how he felt. I wanted that.
Yeah.
And even moving on into life, through my adolescence, high school, we had the same influences that the kids have now. It ain't no different. We saw TV. I mean, you know, the reality TV thing has gotten insane now, but we still had television influence. It ain't no different. Nothing at all.
Yeah, but that wasn't being put on TV back then like it is
not like
now.
it is now.
You got commercials. Commercials.
Sure.
Men kissing men.
Sure.
And women, and just in commercials.
Sure.
You don't even have to get to the
have it
show.
all on the TV
You don't
now.
have to get to the show.
Absolutely.
It's in commercials. And it's just
and-
like, wow. Like I said, we being force-fed this acceptance. And if you don't like it or come out against it, then you get singled out and you get allegedly trampled on or seemingly trampled on because you say, hey, I'm not doing this with my family. I'm not doing this with my kids.
Exactly.
I'm going to love them. If that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. But I'm going to tell my kids, this is what the deal is. This is what men do. This is what women do.
Absolutely.
And then they still come at you and say, hey, that's not right. That's not. And, and to me, that's
tough,
wrong. That's wrong. If nobody want to bang with you, then bang by yourself.
True.
Don't get upset at me and come at me because I won't accept you or I accept you but not your decisions. That's two different things.
No,
I respect
don't get
you.
upset with us when we don't want to accept that.
Yes, exactly.
That's what it is.
Because everybody
Just a
don't
difference
accept
of opinion.
everything that I do.
You don't watch Empire? No, I don't watch Empire.
I haven't
Thank
seen
you.
an episode.
You know what? You know why?
The very first
I don't
episode that
watch
came
it.
on, and I saw them two dudes hop up out the bed, I was done at that point.
Yes.
I said, I'm not getting ready to watch this on network television. I'm not getting ready to watch it, period. So I was done with Empire at that point. But
I used to watch Oz. Man, there used to be a lot of that going on. And that was one of my favorite shows. I mean, you know, it's really all about preference. And but at the end of the day, you know, just support your kids no matter what. And you know, they may not be who you thought they would be or who you wanted them to be, and but they're still yours.
Absolutely.
Every black family got an Uncle Peaches.
No question.
Every last
Or a
one
cousin
or a
Peaches.
cousin.
I definitely, I know.
But
for sure
when I
got
was
cousin
younger,
Peaches.
Uncle Peaches wasn't allowed to be an influence.
Yeah.
Wasn't allowed.
He wasn't allowed.
He
to
wasn't
be an influence.
allowed to be.
He would get beat down every time at Thanksgiving
Mauled. He'd
or
get
Christmas.
mauled.
My uncles wouldn't.
It's not going
regular
down like
uncles not
that, sir.
going like- no,
Don't
you
bring that round here.
Your guy, Dre Bailey.
The man Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan, Mr. Steven Sr., man.
Word to your mama.
Just a little bit of NBA, man. And we're going to talk about this and move on because we got our NFL's picks to give you guys.
Absolutely.
But Kevin Love is in trade talks right now. And I'm gonna give you guys 4 potential trade destinations for Kevin Love. Utah Jazz is number 1. And so what they would have to do is they would, let me scroll down. It would be the trade can be found using a core package including Bogdanovich,
They just got him. I'm not sure.
Dante Exum, Ed Davis in a top 10 protected first round, and that's to Utah.
Here's what I'll do with that.
Go
I'll
ahead.
send the Ed Davis and the Exum, and then I'll throw another draft pick on top of the first one that you mentioned.
Okay, so a first and a second round.
I'll throw 2 firsts
because
on
you're
it.
not giving up Bogo.
Because
right?
you're not, no.
Bogdanovich.
You're not giving up Bogo.
You can't give him up.
Nope.
You just got him.
You just got it.
Okay.
Don't give him
Number
up.
2, Brooklyn Nets. Bringing him over to the Brooklyn Nets, and it just would say, and this is going to be hard.
This is interesting.
Package will include DeAndre Jordan, Joe Harris, and would be tough to lose it, but it'd be either him or Spencer Dinwiddie.
I
Don't
can't give up Spence.
Nope.
Can't give up Spence, bro. No.
Or DeAndre Jordan.
And
I can give up DeAndre Jordan.
I'd have a tough
Torian
time.
Prince is in there, so I mean you could splice it either way.
No, I can't.
I just don't say you break up those role players, those really good role players
DeAndre
right
Jordan
there
is
for Kevin Love.
expendable.
You're losing something when you add that man and lose those good players.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you're gonna lose something. Yeah, you're adding one good player, but you're losing 2 or 3 good players
That's tough.
that can, pretty much trump that.
You can't give up Spencer before Durant plays.
No.
You
No.
cannot. You cannot give up
No.
Spencer before Durant plays.
Can't do it.
No.
You can't do it.
No.
and Joe Harris. I mean, the man is the 3-point champion right now.
If I was Nets, I'd
He
offer
can still
Kyrie
shoot.
Irving back to him.
Y'all know he in the top 10.
Yikes!
Y'all know he in the top 10 in percentage all time now.
I'll offer Kyrie Irving back to him.
As far as the requisite amount of attempts.
Yeah.
He's top 10
I give you Kyrie
in
Irving
three-point
back.
percentage
Yeah.
all time.
Yeah,
Joe
take
Harris.
Kyrie Irving back.
Yikes.
Phoenix Suns, number 3. And so
Because the money got to match too.
So, and this is where the money is. Thanks to Tyler
Oubre.
Johnson's bloated
Yes.
but expiring $19.3 million
He can go.
salary
He can go.
will be acceptable for that trade.
Yep.
And Oubre, right?
No.
Oubre is
No.
on an expiring deal too.
Yeah, but
Should be.
but
I
they
wouldn't wanna
want
give up
to
Kevin.
they want to keep Ricky Rubio, Booker, Kelly Oubre, and bring Kevin
Oh,
Love in there.
that'd be
no,
monstrous
they
right
want
there.
they want to keep those guys and bring Kevin Love in there, and I think that would be a
That would be
nice
big.
little. But Tyler Johnson will be able to make that happen. So right now, the way that the Suns are playing really good
Playing solid. They
basketball.
500 team.
I think giving up Tyler Johnson to the Cavs and going and that money and taking that off your books and picking up Kevin Love will be a good look for them.
If
It
I'm
adds some
Cleveland- if I'm
veteran presence
Cleveland-
with the young guys over there.
If I'm Cleveland, I'm not taking Tyler Johnson. You got to give me something better than that for Kevin Love.
And that's too many point guards over there in Cleveland. What are they doing?
Cavs
It's
stink.
tragic.
because I'm
terrible.
also, I guarantee you, with the right team, Cleveland just may throw in one of those point guards. The Alabama kid, which they don't want to give up. Session, what's his
Bull.
name?
The Bull.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if I'm Cleveland,
The Bull.
I'm not taking Tyler Johnson back. Give me.
I think they set at the PG spot. They don't need.
And
more
thanks,
point
Miami,
guards,
for giving Tyler Johnson that money right during the Dwayne Wade talks, and you gave him money instead of Dwayne Wade.
$48 million
Shame on you,
contract.
Pat
bro.
Riley.
Yeah,
It's 4
what
years,
was the-
$48 million, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a
Tragic.
4 or 5 year deal.
And nobody had even heard of him since before
Yeah,
then.
it's crazy.
So, and last but not least,
Give me Ayton.
the Boston Celtics.
If I was Cleveland, I'd say give me Ayton.
And the Boston Celtics would basically be
Depleted.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that Gordon Hayward would be
Gordon
in
Hayward
that.
would probably be in
He'd
that.
be in that deal.
Yeah, he's
He'd be
making
in that deal.
$32.7 million this season,
Which would be a mistake
to
for
Love's
them.
28.9.
Yeah. Eesh. But that'd be a mistake for Boston, I think.
You think so?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
because-
I think it helps Boston.
I think the young boy's playing real good without
and
him, bro.
And with Kevin Love being over to be healthy and actually stretch the floor, because your boy Hayward has not been healthy since he put on a Boston uniform. I hate to say, but
No, that's not a hate
hold on,
thing. It's not a hate to say
in
thing.
Boston,
It's
he's
true.
injury prone.
Is he hurt now?
Yes,
Yeah, he ain't. I mean, he been out the last
couple months.
easy. Dog.
Really?
He has
ain't
another
really-
like 2 weeks.
See what I'm saying? Like he ain't.
He broke his
touched
hand.
the court.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. He sure did.
But he was balling before
He
that.
sure
He
was.
looked like
hooping.
Gordon
That's what I'm
Haywood.
saying.
He was
He
hooping.
looked like Gordon
Yeah.
Hayward. That
Yeah.
was old. Yeah, the
He
old
was hooping
Gordon.
when
how
he was
many-
there.
how
Because
many-
Kevin Love is injury prone too. So
Yeah, most definitely.
every single year,
Sickness
especially in the
prone, too.
playoffs.
Ask
Sickness
LeBron
prone, too.
James.
It's migraines.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't trade Hayward for him.
Yeah.
that's tough, man.
Well, if Hayward get hurt again, I may have to consider dumping that money off the
Well,
books.
it'll be too late at that point.
Basically.
Because you want, yes, yeah, because
It'll
you
be
can't get
too
nobody
late.
to take it.
He ain't gonna get nobody
Nobody
to
to
take
take
it. Right? If you want to get him off your books, now's the time to do it.
Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man.
Wow.
Your guy Trey Bailey.
Man, Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan went to go peepers. He's Jeeper Peepers right now.
We.
Wash your
Mr.
hands.
Steven Sr. in the
Wash
building,
your hands,
man.
dog.
We just got done talking a little bit of NBA, man. We give you a lot more NBA on this upcoming show on Tuesday, man. So please stay tuned.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right now we're going right into the NFL, and we'll talk about this topic real quick and give you guys our picks. Michael Vick is back in the news.
What? I have no idea.
People keep bringing up old stuff.
Oh boy, man.
Man.
Michael
This
Vick is
sad.
back in the
This
news. They
sad,
don't
really.
want him to be a captain on a
Pro
what's
Bowl.
the
On the
Pro Bowl
Pro
team.
Bowl team.
And so now they're bringing out all of the dog pictures and things like that from
It's tough, man. It's sad. It's
from his
sickening.
past. And the man actually served his time for it. And we're gonna keep throwing it back.
What
up.
year was that? Like 07?
07.
Almost 200,000 signatures.
Yeah. People are really
A petition.
This is a real. It's a real thing.
There was a petition that was drawn to stop Michael Vick from being a coach of the Pro Bowl.
I know, just an honorary captain.
That's it.
That's all he was doing. He's going to be an honorary captain.
And there were teams that took a chance on Michael Vick in the NFL. Yes. They gave him more of a chance than they did Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. Unbelievable, man.
Yep. And this man, I mean, look at the pictures of the dogs and things like that. Yep. There were still teams, including mine, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who picked Michael Vick up.
Yep. Yeah, and gave him a shot. Let him finish his career and walk out on his
own.
But
we got something to say.
But you saw true redemption with this guy.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Which the world just want to black out. Yeah. A lot of these, hypocrites, they want to block that out.
Yeah.
They don't want to see how this guy has redeemed himself from the transgressions that he had, the dog fighting.
Absolutely. You bring up anyone's worst moments in their lives and judge them just off that. Which is usually
it'll be all bad
a few
for everybody.
things out of your whole life.
It'll be all bad for everybody.
Yeah, because there's a whole lot of people out there living their worst moments as we speak. You sleeping with a murder mommy as we sleep right now.
The bad
don't
things
want to tell nobody about it.
The bad things that's happened in your life, are they supposed to be extended to the day you die?
Man.
Especially if you redeemed yourself.
Yeah. Sure.
You paid your debt to society.
Now, if you continue to be a weenie, it's something else. But if you, like you said, redeemed yourself, let's look at your redemption song.
And he went to jail for this for a long time.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
But that's
lost his career and got his career back and played great.
Lost his whole life.
And didn't do anything bad after that.
No.
But this is where we are.
People are dumb.
This is where we are, man.
So that's where we are right now in the National
All
Football
dogs
League.
matter, but all lives don't.
That's crazy.
Clearly.
To me.
Yes. All dogs go to heaven.
All lives matter. All dogs go to heaven, and all blue lives are innocent.
Yeah.
That's
Yikes.
That's crazy.
Which I'm not. I don't want to put out the movie to you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Dave
don't do
Chappelle
that.
said. Dave Chappelle said there ain't no blue life because you chose to do that.
It is a blue life.
He
I'm
said,
just playing.
because he said
chose
it. Yeah.
It's a career. That's a career choice.
If I can stop being black, I'm out the game.
Yeah.
You did, man.
Shouts out to all you real Crips out there who live real blue lives.
Yeah.
No disrespect to the Sue Whoopers out there that are listening to our show, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey. Bill Blockham Logan. Mr. Stevens Sr. listening to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man.
Yes,
NFL, man, there is a lot of moving parts, and I said this 3 weeks ago that there was going to be a lot of moving parts in the NFL, man. And
Can we start with the NFC East?
yes, we can. Let's go.
That's why I want our jump off point to be.
There could be a four-way tie. There could be a four-way tie in the NFC East.
I want us to start with the
Redskins still got a chance.
No, the Giants have a chance to tie it.
Giants have a chance.
They could all be
my
6.
God.
They could all be 6 and 10 at the end of the season.
Yo, this is crazy.
And they'll get a home game.
This is
And
they'll
whoever
get
wins that
a
convention
home
can get a
game.
home
Put your head up, Bill.
They'll get a home
Hold your
game.
head up. Don't make me come hold your head up like the
Can't be
UCLA
serious.
kid. I have to hold his head up like the UCLA kid. Pick your head up, man.
You cannot even be serious about this, bro. This is a scenario you cannot make up. You can't make this up.
No.
Impossible to make up right now in week 14.
And they can get a home game of a team who's 12-4.
Unreal.
So right now we're talking about the NFC East, and we are right now talking about the Dallas Cowboys, who have seemed to fall from grace since the 90s and continue to plummet their way back down to hell.
I love this description. I love this description.
I'm just messing with you.
This is the best description.
Look, you don't even want to be my cousin no more. Here, sign this. Sign this. I don't want to be cousins with you no more.
Part of your family.
Here, sign this.
I love the way you describe.
But I got to get a notary. I am a notary.
Yeah. I
got my stamp on
my
it.
book in the car.
I got my stamp and my
Got
book
my
on
book
me.
in the car.
Sign right there. Sign right there by the head.
I don't want to be your cousin no more. Sign.
No,
I
man.
see why your daddy and them don't mess with you. Here, just sign. I'll sign that joint too.
This explains everything.
No, but for real, all seriousness, this is crazy. I've never seen this. Like in week 14, we're talking about. Look, I'm
that's
the
reason why.
That's the reason why. Washington team out.
That's the reason why I said the league needs to go to just one conference.
Sure.
With all
so
32
now we need to
teams.
change the conference now.
No. Listen, what I'm saying,
Okay.
you go to one conference and you make it to where the best records go to the playoff.
The
I
top,
like
the
that.
top 6 guys go.
I like that.
Regardless of where you was in your division, right?
Yep.
Regardless of where you was, you scrap the division.
Scrap the
Top
division.
6
Even
on
if
each
they
side.
do it how they do it, a team, whoever plays in a wild card, the best record should get the home field.
Yes.
No question.
They do that in the NBA. Like, you win the division, but you had a worse record, so you're not getting home court advantage.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But they give more credence to winning the division. If you're 6 and 10,
that's tough.
if you
I
win the
do
division
hope,
6
though,
and 10 or what?
tough.
If we come in at 12-4 and Dallas wins the NFC East at 7-9,
Right.
I do hope
If
that we
Dallas
go to Dallas.
wins. Okay.
I hope we go to Dallas.
It could be a 14-2 team playing against a 6-win NFC East team.
Yes.
So it doesn't even have, it doesn't have to be a 4-loss team. You're talking about a 2-loss team.
Yeah. Well,
could
true.
be going in on a 10-loss team.
That's crazy.
That's true. That's true.
With-
I'm just saying.
That's why I
I was
propose that-
throwing the record out there, but I'm hoping
don't throw
it's-
that record out there.
I wanted us.
That's
because
why I
I want to
propose
end
that.
this.
Because
I want to end this.
I'm saying to have those weak records, none of them teams deserve to be in the playoffs.
That's true.
Right.
That's
You
true.
know,
Right.
it should be the best records
Yeah.
in the National Football League.
Period.
Well,
Period.
Trubisky
AFC,
looked like the
NFC.
better
Yeah.
quarterback in that last game.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. And I mean,
Trubisky? Better than Dak?
allow me to eat crow.
It's not all
on
Dak's
this one.
fault, though. It's not all Dak's fault.
No, it wasn't all Dak.
Well,
fault.
what's Ezekiel doing?
The secondary is trash,
Well,
too.
when they actually gave him the football, he actually did all right.
Yeah.
How
it's the
many
coach's
carries
fault.
did Zeke have?
Trubisky
17?
looked like a white Lamar Jackson.
It's
Boy,
an
17
organizational.
carries
It's
for like
an
80
organizational problem. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to agree with
It's
you.
an organizational problem.
Yeah.
19 for 81.
19 for 81, right? Zeke should be carrying the ball no less than 25 times every single week.
Yeah. But
So
when
what
you
was
get
he gonna
down,
end up getting, 125?
In the last 2 games, though, when they got down by 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns, you abandoned the run game, which I disagree with.
Totally disagree.
I disagree
It's a
with,
long
but-
football game, bro. This is a long game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Especially when you got to do like
My
Zeke.
thing is, the first drive when you drove down, you scored. Why abandon that?
why? Makes no sense.
Who
Why
could come
abandon
in?
that?
Who
Well, they
could
make
co-
adjustments.
Who needs to come in? What changes need to be made? Let's stop talking about the negative and give me a positive.
Okay,
What
for
changes
me-
need to be
for-
made?
For me, my short 2 choices for coaches would be Ron Rivera.
He's available.
Yeah,
Riverboat.
he's available. Or
Great
Mike McCarthy.
choice.
Bring
Wow.
Mike McCarthy in.
Mike McCarthy. though.
Bring Mike McCarthy in to change, to help Dak be able to play the quarterback position in a manner to where he did with Favre
And Rodgers.
and Rodgers.
Yeah.
But those dudes are strong personalities, though.
you still have Randall Cobb there who knows that system, who could help him mature in that system.
But you got 2
You know,
quarterbacks sitting right there with him that ain't
I-
taught him yet.
I don't agree. No, come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Kellen Moore,
Yes.
he backed
And
up.
Jason
backed
Garrett.
up him.
I'm saying it's 2 quarterbacks
Well,
sitting right
you
there on
got
the sideline.
you got John Kitna as his quarterback coach right
three.
now.
It's 3 of them.
You know.
Then I forgot about
No.
Kitna. You
Yeah.
got 3 quarterbacks sitting right there.
You can see it's something organizationally wrong with those 3.
But
It's
bringing
not
those,
really bringing Dak to a whole nother level.
But
you know.
But again, those guys are the guys you mentioned, the coaches. Those guys are strong-minded cats. They would clash with Jerry Jones from day one, though.
Yeah, Jerry Jones.
But see, that's another problem. Jerry Jones needs to go in the bathroom, click on that mirror, click on that light, and look himself in
That's
the mirror
not
and
gonna
say,
happen.
"Look, man, maybe I need to step back and let football people run football."
He's James
But like
That's why I'm not sure.
But everybody here agrees with Jerry can't do that.
He's James Dolan times
Can't do
10.
that.
That's why I'm not sure
Billionaires.
if he gets fired.
Billionaires
I'm
don't
not even sure he
apologize.
gets fired.
I think he gets fired.
Who?
I think he gets fired.
I don't know if Garrett gets
Jason
fired.
The only way
said
Garrett
it.
doesn't get fired if by some magical thing they go to the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I don't think he got the guts, man. I don't think.
But if
I don't think Jerry Jones got the guts.
But if right now the way it's going right now, and they don't make it to the playoffs or a Super Bowl, he's getting fired, man.
Why wait
He's
that
had
long?
enough. He's had enough.
He'll be the coach.
I say let him finish out the season, man. Let
He'll-
this thing fall where it may, And
he's got to finish out the season.
Yeah.
You got to let him do that.
Let him finish out the season.
Ron Rivera gonna get picked up by somebody else.
Why let him finish the season out?
Because there's not much season
that's
left.
Jerry
It was
Jones's
stupid
boy.
for Carolina to
That's
do
Jerry
that.
Jones's
Yeah,
boy.
that was dumb.
That's
dumb.
disrespectful.
Like Ron Rivera, like you missing your quarterback. Your wide receivers are Your running back is Mr. Do It All for you. He's doing everything. You're gonna run him into the ground before you know it. You're lucky he's young. That's that you have youth on your side right now, so you got lucky with that. Ron Rivera, they shouldn't have fired him. I think we can all agree. He'll have a job at the start of next season.
And see, Jerry Jones, this guy has been like he said the other day. He said nobody's ever been more of a Jason Garrett guy than me. So he's not going to fire him right now. No. He's going to let him finish the season out.
I said that.
And
when I posted
let
in
the chips
Facebook.
fall where they may, and then when wherever it falls, it may. If they don't go to the playoffs, if they won and done in the playoffs, he's fired. Then he's going to bring in another coach.
Okay,
but
so
if
they go to the
it has to
playoffs-
be a coach. It has to be a coach for me as a fan. It needs to be a coach that can come in and run his own system.
Okay, but he can't do that with Jerry Jones.
Jerry's the problem, man. Jerry's the issue.
So
bro.
if they win out and go to the playoffs, does that mean, in reverse to what you're saying, does that mean that he don't get fired?
That's tough, man.
If he don't make it to the Super Bowl, he's getting fired.
The Knicks.
I don't think that if they go to the playoffs and have a good game and still lose, Jerry's memory is so short term that he'll be like, oh, you know what? We're on the come up.
Yep. That's exactly what
fans are calling for Jason Garrett's
Jerry
head.
does
So
not
they
care
been
about what
like
the
3
fans
years.
say.
They have been for 3 years, but I think this season right here was more of a disappointment because they had so much expectations.
Are they
going
just
into the
not that good of a team, though?
He should have gave Zeke
Maybe
money.
they're just
He
not
shoulda
as
gave
good
Zeke
as
his
people
money
want them
off
to
the
be.
bat.
I just think looking at their roster,
They're a little overhyped.
They have really good players on the roster. I just don't think they.
And then
really good.
And here's my other thing.
They're not
What Amari Cooper doing in Oakland?
And see, that's my thing.
They weren't winning any games with him there.
Amari Cooper, every week is something with this guy.
1,000
Oh,
yards.
so now y'all mad at
He's
him?
getting
got
shut.
1,000
Either
yards.
he's getting shut down
He's
by
got
somebody's
1,000
number one
yards.
cornerback.
Wow.
He's a 1,000-yard
And
receiver.
you're supposed to be the number one.
He's a 1,000-yard receiver.
Already.
Already.
Oh,
Dude,
He's a
Bill.
1,000-yard
You can be
receiver.
a 1,000-yard receiver, but if you're getting shut down by Lattimore, by Stephon Gilmore, dude, how good of a number one are you?
They're the best
Because
corners in the
1,000
world.
yards.
Dude, they're not shutting down every number
Come on,
one
man.
every week.
Just about.
No, they're not.
Come on,
No,
man.
they're not.
They're
No, they're
also
not.
really
No,
good,
they're
Bill.
not.
There
No,
are a
they're
lot
not.
more
throw 'em the
athletic
ball.
No, they're
corners.
not.
Bill, those dudes are
Look at
really
you.
good, bro.
Look what Julio Jones did against Lattimore. He puts
Okay.
up numbers.
Well,
They might
that's
not
Julio,
win,
though.
but he's still putting up numbers. He's a number one.
Yeah, but
Julio is
Cooper's
a lot-
no
when
Julio,
we
though.
looking- when we
This
looking
is
at
what I'm saying.
measurables,
This
he's
is what
bigger
I'm saying.
than
I think to me,
Julio, than Cooper.
Cooper is a 1B. He's not a 1A.
Oh,
He's a 1,000-yard receiver.
so without him, y'all
He's a
wouldn't even have the
1,000-yard
record that
receiver.
y'all have
Come
now.
on, man. He's a 1,000-yard receiver.
I can't just put
Go
it
ahead,
all on
y'all.
Cooper.
Go ahead, man.
Come on, man.
He's not a number one.
Whoa,
He's
Like
a
Juju.
1B.
that's
like-
the first time I've
He's
ever heard
1B.
So what is Juju?
He's
Juju.
1B. 1B.
Yep, I would have to say that too. I would say it too. I'd say it too.
that. Ooh, that's tough.
Look at the two teams that started
Amari
their season
Cooper?
off. Yeah.
Wow,
I ain't never heard of that from a
I've never
Dallas
heard
fan.
that one. That's,
Look at
that's,
the two
that's tough.
teams they started their season off on the wrong foot because of running back holdouts, the Chargers and the Cowboys. And to me, they had so much potential before the season started, but those two things derailed both teams.
Yikes.
Julio's
two
a bona fide number one.
What is
But
Keenan Allen to
Julio-
you? Keenan
Allen is a bona fide number one.
Julio 2 feet taller than
So,
Amari Cooper.
Keenan Allen better than Amari Cooper?
Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at his production and look at his
He
numbers.
stay hurt.
So does Amari.
Not,
Cooper's
as
a
of late.
1,000-yard receiver, man.
Amari came in the season hurt with
Man, I
a dumb
love Keenan
foot.
Allen, bro. I love Keenan Allen.
Man.
But no way is he better than Amari Cooper.
I'm watching.
Mad.
Look at the
Bro.
numbers, man. Look at the numbers, man.
No, Bill.
Look at the numbers,
What is
man.
it? Amari Cooper's got 1,000
Hold
yards
on,
receiver.
man.
Cooper's always hurt.
Even in games being shut out,
Cooper's
he's
always
already
hurt.
What
he's
has
already got
and
1,000
Dak
yards.
hasn't been absolutely
No,
stellar.
no.
So right now at this point in the season, Keenan Allen has 76 catches for 864 yards and 5 tubs. Let's move to Amari Cooper here.
70 for 1054. 8 touchdowns.
Does that say that's better?
Yes,
Does that say better?
He on the field more than Keenan Allen. This is a historic. This is over history, bro.
200 yards, Bill, and 7 less catches.
The eye test.
But no. History shows me that Keenan Allen can't even stay on the field, bro.
Yeah,
Donnell,
every year.
Has Amari been on the field every game?
I think he done played more than Keenan Allen has.
Donnell, these are the same people. Donnell, these are the same people that blamed Tony Romo when he was sucking, and they blamed what was wide receiver, big boy.
Des Bryant.
Dez Bryant.
They blamed Dez Bryant.
They sure did.
They
He got a
blamed
lot of
Dez
blame.
Bryant
Who
when
blamed Dez?
A lot of
a lot
people.
of Cowboy fans was blaming
Did
Dez.
you hear me blame Dez?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Amari Cooper
Y'all still
not show
crying.
up in games where he should be showing up.
Y'all
And
still
I
crying over
see
the catch.
Dak showing up in games that he shouldn't show up for.
Yes.
I see Ezekiel doing the same thing. They're hella inconsistent, and the coaches is the owners.
Okay, well,
But isn't Dak leading the league in passing?
This is universally known.
But isn't Dak leading the league in passing yards? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
there it is.
But it hasn't
that's tough.
translated to wins. So all that don't even matter.
Amari ain't
That's
missed
true.
a ball
Very
game
true.
this season.
That's true. That's true.
It's very
He's
true.
played in all 13 games. Keenan Allen has missed time.
Boy, just when I was about to say that it was LeBron's fault, it's Amari's fault.
Wow.
Yikes.
Man, let's get to these picks,
Let's
man.
do it, man. We got Carolina Panthers at Atlanta Falcons. Who we got?
Division matchup. Give me the Carolina Panthers, bro.
Give me the Falcons.
I'm taking the Falcons at home.
Give me the Falcons.
I'm going to take the Falcons in the dome.
The shine is worn off of Allen.
Is Julio playing this week? Because he been leaking.
The shine is off of Allen for the Panthers.
Okay.
The shine is off.
Okay. I got one for you. Baltimore Ravens against the Buffalo Bills. Baltimore Ravens 10-2. Buffalo Bills 9-3. And I've been saying your boy Josh Allen all year. Have I been not been all year?
Hey.
All year
Hey.
consistent with Josh Allen.
Boy,
Give me
man,
the Ravens.
And I think I'm gonna take the Bills at home.
Give me the
Buffalo's
Ravens.
10-2.
Give me the
Yeah.
Buffalo 9-3.
9-3. No, Buffalo 9-3. Ravens are
Hold on,
10-2.
didn't they?
Oh.
Yeah, 9-3. 9-3.
I like Buffalo.
Give me the Ravens.
Give me the
I like
Buffalo
Buffalo.
Bills this
I
week.
like
the
Buffalo.
Bills,
Give me the
man.
I like
Buffalo
Bills
I
at
like
home.
the Bills.
At home.
Who? But the Bills at
Yes.
home? Yeah.
Give them to me.
I like the Bills.
Yep.
Depends on what color the football is.
Oh.
Ouch.
Speaking
That's
of,
tragic.
If
That's
it's a white
tragic.
football,
then
Josh Allen, give
Oh,
Josh Allen the
gosh.
advantage.
That's
give it to
tragic.
him.
He gonna
Give
take
it
a
to
lot of
him.
sacks if it's a white football.
Cincinnati Bengals.
In the snow.
In the snow.
At home against the Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns. Moving on.
Everybody with Cleveland?
Give me the
What's the
Bengals.
matchup? Oh yeah, I got
Bengals
Give me the
with their
red
first
rifle.
home.
Give me the red rifle to
rifle
win
is
another
back.
game.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Red Rifle is back.
I think Cleveland needs this game, so I'm gonna go with the Browns,
Name is
even though they're in the
still
same
Andy Dalton.
division. Yeah, that's
Dell
very
doesn't
true.
know if he wants to be there, but he's there.
They're gonna make a mistake cutting Andy Dalton. Watch what I tell you.
Well,
Next.
they shouldn't make a mistake by cutting your boy Odell Beckham. He said he doesn't want to be in Cleveland. Get rid of him then, right?
Yeah.
While he still
he
have
said
value.
He didn't say that
he
though.
cleaned
Yeah,
it up.
okay.
He cleaned up the next day and said, "Listen, I'm not. I don't
Yeah,
want to
okay.
lose."
I didn't
Yeah, okay.
say that,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I know they could say, you know what, we're going to trade you to the Washington Redskins. Look, the Redskins are playing Green Bay Packers.
In Green Bay?
In Green Bay.
Give me the Green Bay
I would.
Packers.
If I was the Redskins, I would take him.
Yeah.
The Reds. I mean, give me the Packers.
Packers.
I'm going to go with Packers at home.
Packers.
Denver Broncos against Houston after they just beat the Patriots the other day.
Give me the Texans, bro.
The Broncos.
You taking Broncos on
Because
the road?
Texans
Houston
at
play
home.
every other week, man.
No, I'm taking Houston
play
at home.
every other week,
Me the
man.
Texans
This
at
the
home.
week they're gonna lay an egg.
Houston at home. Detroit Lions at Minnesota Vikings.
Give me the
Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah, I'm going to take Minnesota.
Yeah, give me
Detroit.
Minnesota.
Detroit hasn't lost the game by more than a touchdown this season.
Chargers neither.
No.
That's crazy to me
Chargers neither.
that they just can't win close ball
Can't win
games.
close ball.
3-8-1.
They got a quarterback
They're
that
tragic.
sucks. The quarterback just chuck and duck.
Man,
If you're a
bad.
Detroit Lions fan, man, go bury yourself under some snow. It's
shout out
just
Mel
tragic.
Hoffman checking in, man.
San Francisco 49ers at New Orleans
49ers.
Saints.
We got
49ers.
I'm taking the Saints at
We
home.
got to neutralize Drew Brees.
We gonna smoke all they shrimp.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon
I want a
with
beignet.
you.
I want a beignet.
I was gonna say, do not pick my team and curse them.
Exactly.
I want a beignet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Since I can curse them, then
Niners.
give me the 49ers
Niners.
then.
Can't curse nothing.
I want some
And
gator
the
meat
Saints.
on a
Give me the
skewer.
Saints, the beat.
And Drew Brees talking trash too. He said they better get ready for me. Okay.
They got the same record.
That Phantom roughing the passer call. I'll
They're
never
both
live
10
it
and
down.
2. The letdown is about to start tomorrow.
You on the bandwagon for the letdown?
Yeah.
Bill done picked up one. Look at that.
Give me the letdown for 1,000, Alex.
Save my seat. Save my seat right by the door.
The let
Save
down.
the front
William
seat right
Logan
by the door.
is rolling in his broke back grave.
I want some gator meat, Mel Kaufman.
Okay.
You know it.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Miami
it's a 10 o'clock game, too.
Dolphins, which we are going to a game next year. We're going to go to a Miami Dolphins.
We're going to a
the Marlins. We're going to do the Marlins.
Marlins, yes.
I was told that their stadium was
It's
awesome,
insane, but nobody's in it.
And we can go. We're going to do that.
We can pretty much sit there anywhere we want.
Pretty much. Miami Dolphins playing against the Jets without Ray Finkel. So I am going to go with the Jets
Finkel's
at home.
Einhorn's Finkel. Come on, think.
I'm going to go with the Jets at home.
Einhorn's
Give me
a
the Dolphins,
man.
man.
And I think
Dolphins.
Le'Veon is out with an illness
Good
or
for
something
him.
like that.
Give me the Dolphins, bro. The Dolphins
Sick
act
of
like
losing.
they act like they want to win now.
That part.
They are sick of losing,
Yeah.
bro.
Once Tua got hurt, they
What's
had to
the
change
problem?
their thing.
I'm sick. I'm sick of losing.
Okay.
Just switch it up.
So everybody going with the Dolphins. I'm the only one going with the Jets.
Yeah, I'm going Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm going Jets at home.
Jets.
You going Jets too?
Yep.
Okay. Colts at Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
And I think Tampa needs this win, and
Tampa.
so does Colts.
Yeah.
Tampa.
This is a must win for both teams.
T.Y. Hilton out again.
Yeah, but Jameis.
T.Y. Hilton
Jameis.
stay hurt, bro.
Jameis still playing same team, different jersey.
I'm going with the Colts.
Yeah, I got Colts too.
T.Y.
I got
Hilton.
Colts.
T.Y. hurt, bro.
You
But
going?
they
the
won
other way.
last week. They
Going the
won
other
last
way.
week without him,
I know.
right?
Then he
You
hurt
going?
again.
You going without them too?
I'm going Buccaneers.
Give me the
Okay.
Bucks. Give me the Bucks at home.
I'm gonna go Colts. We got 2 and 2. The Los Angeles Chargers. This is funny to say that Los Angeles Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm not going to go. They're both 4 and 8.
Is that a 1 o'clock start? That's a 1 o'clock start on the East.
105.
105 on the East.
Yep,
Or our time.
Oh, here.
it's here.
It's a 105 here,
Yeah.
so 4 o'clock there.
Yeah,
Give me the road team.
Chargers.
the Chargers.
Yep.
I'm
Give me
gonna
the
take.
Chargers, bro.
I'm going with Jacksonville because of the capital FOH and the Skechers. So
Hey, no Nick Foles. Nick Foles was benched for Gardner Minshew. So I got a question for you, Philadelphia Eagle fans.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Y'all
we
know
go.
what I'm about to say.
Here we go.
So
Brace yourself.
So Nick Foles, that dude. Nick Foles was that guy, or did he just get lucky that everybody was healthy? Get out of here.
Oh, gosh.
FOH.
capital,
Everybody want to hear that?
capital, man. Look, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at
I didn't even pick the
Arizona.
Chargers. I didn't even pick that game, and I won't.
Got him. You won't pick that game?
No,
Give me the Chargers, man.
not even worth me.
I'm going
even saying
Jacksonville.
it.
Going Chargers.
Okay. All right. Pittsburgh against Cardinals.
I think this is a Super Bowl review, ain't it? It's a whole Super Bowl matchup right here, ain't it? Yeah.
You know, they do a
Only
lot of
in
trading
my
between
dreams.
players too. Without,
I'm gonna say Cardinals at home.
Give me the.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers away. I like the quarterback.
Give me the Cardinals at home.
You like Duck?
I like Duck. I like young Duck.
I like him better than Rudolph right now.
Sure.
No Juju either tomorrow.
No Juju. No Juju.
I like
That hurts.
Cardinals.
That hurts a bit.
They're
Well,
Cardinals.
They are going up against the Coach of the Year candidate.
Give me the Cardinals at home.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna still take the Steelers though.
I got the Cardinals.
Okay. Kansas City Chiefs against New England.
It's a big matchup, man.
I'm going New England at
New
home.
England, in Foxborough.
Yep. I'm going New England at
They
home.
have to bounce back from that debacle last week.
They will.
bro.
Give me the Chiefs.
I got Chiefs.
Chiefs.
No, really.
Give me,
Chiefs.
give me the home team. I'll take New England.
Me too.
And
New England better.
Of the Chiefs.
And if the Chiefs lose this game, they'll be 8-5, and that's not looking good.
No.
Well, they'll still win their division.
Yeah, well,
Nobody
thanks to the Raiders.
seems to want it.
So, speaking of the Raiders are playing at home against the Tennessee Titans. 7-5 Tennessee Titans. Raiders 6-6. They need this.
Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah,
bro.
give me the Titans too.
That's Monday night, right?
No.
That's
Sunday
Sunday
night.
That's Sunday.
Okay.
Uh,
give me the
125.
Titans. Give me the Titans.
who you got?
Titans.
Okay. You know what? Everybody got Titans. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back Oakland.
LSU up 34-3.
Tragic.
3.
Tragic.
y'all still think Georgia won it?
Tannehill has won that team.
Whoa.
Let me see. I ain't got that feed. Let's see.
Whoa. Yikes.
What's that Debbie
What was
Gibson?
that?
What's that Debbie Gibson in the
What was
background?
it? I didn't see it. What was it?
Nah, that's
In my dream. Play some Tiffany. The whole finger. The whole finger.
all the way to the knuckle.
The whole finger.
Take it.
Vegas high.
All right, man. Seattle Seahawks against the Los Angeles Rams at home.
Give me the Rams.
In Los Angeles.
Give me the Rams at home.
I'm taking the Seahawks.
I like
10-2.
the Rams.
the
I
Rams at
like
home.
the Rams with the upset.
Give me the Rams
Really?
at home.
Trap game.
It's one of them games.
Yes.
It's a trap game
It's
right
one
here.
of those games.
It's Seattle.
And we need it.
We
I'm
gotta
taking young Sierra's husband.
All day. Young Johnny Mathis.
Young Johnny
have
Mathis.
it. That's old baby hair.
Yeah, old baby hair right there.
Middle-aged baby hair.
Monday night game before we get out of here, guys. It is the New York Giants, and they are they are one game better than the Bengals. Absolutely. Lord help us. Against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Give me the Giants.
Give me the Eagles.
Look at him. He's just still playing
Eagles
his division.
win this football game. There's no way they
Eagles
lose
win
this
this
football
game.
There's no
Eagles.
way they lose this football
If they
game.
lose this, they might as well just
Basically.
sell the franchise.
The Eagles are
flexing Monday nights.
The Eagles are 3 drop touchdown passes away from being clear-cut winners of the NFC East. 3.
Yes.
Clear cut. Not even close.
So we playing the if game now?
Clearly 3 games ahead.
We playing this game now?
No.
Michelle playing this game now?
No, I'm gonna tell you why.
Are we playing this game
No.
now?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because everybody
Are we playing this game?
Everybody keeps blaming Carson
Oh,
Wentz.
Clap your hands.
Catch the
They
football.
didn't catch the football, so they
Catch
where they
the
are.
football, and we're not
Well,
having this
if we would
conversation.
have had 2 touchdowns called back against 2 teams, we'd have been where we not.
Y'all
So,
still,
come
y'all
on.
still had the same amount
No,
of
we
losses.
wouldn't. No, we
If my
wouldn't.
mama
No, we
was a
wouldn't.
man,
Thank you.
I'd have 2
Thank you.
daddies.
Thank you.
Y'all will probably be one game
Thank
better
you.
than you are right now.
Thank you.
Let the ball
We're not
bounce.
playing
Sports
this
Talk
game.
Radio,
They
man.
lost.
Your guy, Dre Bailey.
They still gonna win the division. And your man Goose Thomas.
Bill Blockham Logan.
Yeah.
Mr. Steven Sr. in the building,
Don't
man.
play
We
the if
appreciate
game
you
over
guys
here. Come on.
chiming in to the
Go
Sports
Eagles.
Talk Radio Show, man.
With the
Somebody's
Freddy
real
Krueger.
mad. Hey, big up to who was that in the background again?
Debbie Gibson. Debbie Gibson.
Hey, we used to listen to her at the Young Crystal Palace over there off of Boulder Highway. back in
Skating
the
like
day.
a mug.
Yeah, we did. Look, man, we appreciate you guys for chiming in, man, giving some time out on your Saturday to listen to us. Remember, we are on air and on in you guys' laps and faces and everything.
Oh, we're gonna make some change.
Nice.
Gonna make some
Look,
change.
man,
Nice.
I just left Miami, man.
your
Come
lap.
on, man.
In your lap.
Excuse me. Look, man, we appreciate you guys every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m., man. Look forward
So we do.
to seeing you guys again. And guess what, man? If you're scared,
Better go to church.